There we go.
Meow. Meow, meow.
It's off.
Hello!
Yay! We did it, guys. Great intro.
Thanks.
Great teamwork, one and all.
Hey, the Crosshair's here.
Crossy H, Rocky P,
Rocky
Vector
P.
Wig, and Zen Robo.
I have to thank Rocky P. I was waiting for this stream to do it, but I have to thank Rocky P because Rocky P saved some dergs for my birthday.
Saved some dergs?
Saved some dergs for my birthday.
Explain.
There was a donation made in my name to Derg Sanctuary.
That's fabulous.
Yes.
That's amazing,
That's
Rocky.
sweet.
So, Rock Pants, Dergs, thank you. All over.
Boop boop, thanks you.
I did. I just wanted to be able to do it in a video setting.
Look, my stream is not a platform for your grievances and thank yous. Okay?
Breaking news, Julian hates Dergs.
Why do you want to kill all the dergs, Julian?
Look, I have my reasons. I don't need to justify myself to you.
Well, kind of.
But if you must know...
You sort of do.
Stay away from my derg. Never talk to me or my derg again.
That's good. That's good. Jokes, guys. Jokes. I love dergs. Welcome to the stream. I'm your host, Julian. We have some special guests today.
Hi.
And a not special guest.
And a not so special guest.
To the left, we have Mr. John Verrall. Whoop!
Oh, no. What?
Whoa! What's that? I can't read.
Rock Pants subscribed.
Yay, Rocky
Yay!
P! Thanks, Rocky P! Oh, man. No, I gotta friggin'... I need to find a way to be able to see this larger.
That's what
Oh, no.
someone said once.
Oh, no. Oh, it says it right here. Oh, got it. Oh, that's an easy place to see it. Thanks, Rocky P. I'm here. Is Team 50 bucks ready? You know it. Cha-ching. We should have brought like a bunch of 50s and just like made it rain every once in a while. So,
Hello, the Emerald.
John, he is the
He's a
writer, co-creator, and star.
Do I have?
Wow.
Wow.
Do
He's
I
also
have 50 bucks? I have 60 bucks.
How many
drowning in
How many
cash.
tricks do you have to turn to get that, am I right? Just one. Oh boy. Yesterday's party was great. I had a really fun time yesterday.
Me too.
Yeah. Oh. So hi John. And over here we have John Nothing.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Hey,
This is
thanks
gonna
for
be a lot
being
of fun.
here in my bedroom.
There, now your team 60 bucks.
Yeah. That's the tip.
The Emerald. Either I or Julian might have the full audio for that song. For the
Dark Wizard?
The Dark Wizard,
Yeah.
yeah. I think we could get that out. Do we want to?
Sure.
You don't have no pressure.
I don't know if we actually can, but
okay.
we can talk about that afterwards.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I fucked up already.
Dark Wizard, we're all fucked, my friend.
And then I swore! No!
Oh boy, guys, we have a great. Hey, Penny Cash, welcome to the stream. Nice job.
Oh, thank you very much, the Emerald. Yeah, I played an escape room game for on my VR stream this week. It was good. It was very short.
Did you
It
escape?
was in honor of you guys recently having played a real escape room game. I did escape, and then there was a harder version of the room, and I escaped that as well. And the whole thing only lasted like 45
What a
minutes.
pro.
But it was a fun game.
Oh, John Verrall is hosting us for 3 viewers. Thanks so much, John Verrall.
Yay!
Hi.
That's you.
Yo.
That's me.
We got a great show lineup for you
Meowth,
guys
that's
today.
right.
Meowth!
I should go get like my Brita water and keep it next to my desk. I'm really thirsty today.
I'll go get it.
Yeah, you are.
Thirsty for fun.
Thirsty for fun.
Oh, you're so sweet, John.
I know.
What a sweetie pie.
He's pretty sweet.
Yeah. I have a mug, but bring mugs for you guys if you want. Now that he's gone.
Yeah, let's talk.
What a fucking lovely man.
He's a really fucking... He's quite a son of a lovely woman.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
really stand-up gal.
Yeah, I really want to shoot him in the face with passion.
I was gonna say confetti, but that would...
Passionate confetti.
Yeah, fully...
What's passion confetti?
Yeah, I could sense the passion there.
Yeah.
That's really good. So, how was the party? Anything crazy happen? What was crazy? There was some craziness. We ate. I think what was crazy was how much pizza we all ate. We ordered what we thought was like way too much pizza. I know. Turns out,
Well, that's what happens when you order a lot. Like, it doesn't matter how much you order, because you'll finish it. That's the dangerous thing.
yeah.
Where's your mug? Not here.
Right there.
It's here.
We have a new quote.
Thank you.
Which is,
I want to shoot him in the face with passion. Oh, did you fill this up?
Julian about
Yeah,
John.
it did.
Okay, so I gotta let it.
Yeah, let it dry for a second.
Although let's move it out of here so I can see. Sorry. There we go.
Oh, Elizabeth A. Neal has started watching.
Who the hell is that?
I think she's like some YouTuber or something.
Ugh, I hate those. So today, this is what we have planned today. We have both Jonathan and John's auditions. But we're going to be starting off with... Can I call you JT?
You can call me JT.
We'll start off with JT. Okay, cool. Perfect. We're going to start off with JT's audition. And then we're going to get into some footage. And halfway through, we'll have John's audition. I can finish Laura. Dope fidget cube. That's Rocky P who sent me that fidget cube.
Oh,
and I keep it by my desk at all times.
And I like to
Thanks,
fidget.
Rocky P. You like the fidget? Yeah, so he...
Is it okay if I'm playing with this through the entire stream?
Yes.
Yay.
Why do I read the Emerald's comment, I can finish a large pizza by myself to the tune of No Handlebar or Handlebars? You know that song?
Yes, I do.
No.
I can finish a large pizza by myself. A
Large pizza by myself.
A large pizza by myself. Not sure if I'm proud of that dope fidget cube. Dope fidget cube. Dope fidget cube.
Zen Robo, are you talking about the fidget cube that it's not terribly loud, or we're not terribly loud, our speech?
Call in with your answers.
1-800 Julian's stream.
It's weird. Oh, it's fidget cube.
Okay,
Okay,
good.
As always, let us know about the volume. I know it's kind of hard to... I wish we had like a compressor or something on this because, like, you know, when you're talking in the background, this thing is jumping around here, but when all three of us are laughing and talking, we're peaking like maniacs.
We can put a compressor on it. I can show you how.
Really?
Yeah, you can put a filter in through OBS.
I might need to do that. Maybe not now, but I'd love to check that out later.
This is gonna be fun.
Always on his stream and always on set, am I right?
Heyo.
We told that story. I forget at one point that, like, I would be sitting there with Matt Sherman, and he would be like, we would do a take, and I'd be like, Matt, good for you? He's like, yeah, can you tell? I'm like, yeah, I got it. And then I'd just go up, and I'd be like, okay, it's all great. JT, you're like, a little louder? Got it.
It's true. I think I've gotten over that habit, though, that in acting. Because it was, for a while, I was like, okay, I'm doing film acting. Like, I got to keep it, like, down, you know? Like, but I think I've fixed that problem.
But it's not really a problem. It's just like...
Well, there's different styles. Like, sometimes you watch, like, even, like, the A-listers or whatever, and they're basically whispering.
Yeah.
But, depends on the scene.
I want to drink your bathwater.
I don't think they can hear that, and that's probably a good thing.
Yep, probably.
Anyway.
All right, let's jump into it. Let's do it. Here we go. Pew!
Hey, look at me.
JT.
Wait, you did theater, JT? How can you? With your low voice. Listen, I can speak very loudly if I want to, but I won't.
There's a difference between being on stage and on film, and I'd like to think we know the difference.
There is a difference. Yes.
Luckily, they caught it, and
I want to drink your bath water. The crazy thing with JT is you can feel like he's whispering and doing very little, but it shows up in... Oh, that's very sweet, Liz. Thank you. So I'm trying.
Nice expression.
Ready to roll?
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad that you're pleased to be at this audition.
Yeah, look how happy I am to be auditioning.
Yeah.
I'm just like, wow, this is just... Yeah.
Can you guys hear the kids outside? I hope not. All right, so we're going to jump into the auditions. Generally, we like to keep it a little bit quieter during the auditions so that we can really hear the performance of the actor. Okay?
Of course.
So here we go. Ready?
I'm so excited.
Ready? Here we go.
What's about to happen?
Wait, JT, you stand for the camera?
Wait, hold on a second. I'll turn this up a little bit. I think it's just the auditions are kind of quiet.
Hi. My name is Jonathan Silver. I'm with Susan Glenn Talent. This is my dick. Oh god. Yes, this is how.
Why would you?
I always wanted to do that. This is the opportunity where I can be like, hi, my name is Jonathan Silver. I'm with Susan Glenn Talent. I've prepared a classical and a contemporary monologue, and here's my penis. I don't know which one you want to see first.
I can't believe you're...
This one classical monologue and this one contemporary monologue.
I prepared.
Gotta tilt down there a little bit.
This is gonna be that kind of.
So, you know, I have to respect an actor who prepares his dick compared to an actor who just shows up and hopes that their dick can improv their way through.
Okay.
Wow. Just wow. I feel like I had like 2 hours of sleep the night before this. Let's see.
Curly, finally, I managed to get the 11th eye. Let's get out of here.
Would it with that simple, Noctis? Put the unit down and step back 3 paces.
What are you talking about? The Legion is right behind me. We must go!
You have been compromised. The poison enslaves your mind. It's true, Noctis. Your wound doesn't hurt anymore, but you're lightheaded.
Curly, I'm just a little dizzy.
Our true friend Noctis would know that the 11th eye is too important to leave to chance.
Whoa! You're gonna attack me?
You force my hand.
Oh, I'm still in control of my actions, right?
Have I told you what to do yet?
Right. I'm not one of them, Curly. Not yet. Put that away.
Oh shit, what did I miss? Are we about to fuck up Noctis?
No, we will. What? No!
We will if we must. But the Noctis we once called friend.
Your friend Noctis stands before you. I'm perfectly...
Okay, I shoot Noctis in the face.
Wait, what the fuck?
What? You've gone rogue and Biff's gotta take you down. Evan, I shoot Noctis in the face. Will, we don't want to kill him. No? Okay. Fair enough. I shoot him in the dick.
Christ!
Sure you can hit a target that small?
I'll bleed out, Will.
You don't die from an arrow to the dick?
I don't need to be shot at all.
Well, come on, Arthur. We can't be sure that you're not mind-slaved. Keep it in character, please. Fine. In character, I shoot him in the dick.
Will!
Who's Will? My name's Biff. He's talking crazy. Mind-slaved. Evan, guess the Legion is still advancing up the hill.
And then this is why we need a fourth. A cleric or some kind of like divine magic user.
I wouldn't mind a 4th player. It wouldn't hurt to expand the group a bit. Twang! Right in the dick!
Will! That's it.
Yay!
My audition.
That was good.
That
So
was
wait,
great.
real quick. Emerald says, "How long do these auditions take? Must be a hard thing composed when auditioning for Friends." Well, he didn't stay composed for very long at all.
No.
Maybe about 15 seconds that he stayed composed.
That's about my maximum.
Yes. Hi, my name is Jonathan.
I gotta ask, when you slate for other people, do you also prep your dick, or is that just for us?
It's just the beanduck.
It doesn't need much prepping these days. I don't
Oh.
no, I
Not when Julian's
I
sitting
don't,
across from you.
Hey, I don't do that for real. Maybe I do.
Well, it's always
Maybe
nice to
that's
go in-
why.
it's-
That would explain a lot, actually.
Oh my
No, I
God.
don't do that. Rock pants, shuts windows so folks outside don't hear me. That's hysterical.
You just gotta find. Come on, you just gotta go to your agent and just be like, "Look, I think I need a workshop on
Yeah.
how to prep."
Yeah,
my,
it's important. Vector, thank you for acknowledging my stellar handwork in that audition. That's really the key to all film acting, is your hands. You really want your hands to be like all up in the camera, like all over your face like that. That's how you know you're dealing with a pro.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I didn't see that. That handwork.
Yeah.
Hashtag
As someone who
dick
has seen him do other auditions, yes, he does. Yes,
Hashtag
he does
dick
what?
prep
Oh.
comes shortly before
Thank you,
hashtag
Liz.
dick murder.
Wowza.
Wow, that's a lot of...
All right,
That's from my stream.
I think we got a second take, and then we probably switch to a different role. I don't remember who else you auditioned for, but we'll see.
I think I auditioned for
All three.
for Evan.
I know you auditioned for Evan.
Corellia, finally, I managed to get the 11th eye. Come on, let's get out of here.
With that simple, Noctis. Put the amulet down and step back 3 paces.
What are you talking about? The Legion is right behind me. Come on, let's go.
You have been compromised. The poison enslaves your mind. It's true, Noctis. Your wound doesn't hurt anymore, but you're lightheaded.
Oh, Corellia, I'm just a little dizzy now.
Our true friend Noctis would know that the 11th eye is too important
Stellar
to leave to
choice.
chance.
Whoa, you're gonna attack me?
You forced my hand.
Wait, I'm still in control of my actions, right?
Have I told you what to do yet?
Okay, right. I'm not one of them, Corellia. Not yet. Now put that away.
Oh shit, what did I miss? Are we about to fuck up Noctis?
What? No,
We know if we must. For the good of the Noctis we once called friend.
Your friend Noctis stands before me.
Batman voice.
Okay, I shoot
kinda
Noctis
stuck
in the
with him.
face.
Like, we
what
went-
the fuck? What? You've gone rogue and Biff's gonna take you down. And then I shoot Noctis in the face. Well, we don't want to kill him. No? Okay, fair enough.
I'd have given it to him based on that.
Yeah.
I shoot him in the
Yep.
dick. Make sure you can hit a target that's small.
You don't die. Look, I'll just bleed out a little.
You don't die from an arrow to the dick.
You don't need to be. I don't need to be shot at all.
Oh, come on, Arthur. We can't be sure that you're not mind-slaved. Keep it in character, please. Fine. In character, I shoot him in the dick.
Well,
Who's Will? My name's Biff. He's talking crazy. Mind-slaved. Guys, the Legion is still advancing up the hill.
Evan, look, this is why we need a fourth. Okay, we need a cleric or like some kind of divine magic
I
user.
wouldn't mind a 4th player. It wouldn't hurt to expand the group a bit. Twang! Right in the dick!
Shoot me in the dick.
What's kind of cool is that
Okay.
it's like when you watch that, you realize that the character became a mix kind of both takes, and
Yeah.
then some other things thrown in that we probably that you probably decided on set.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of cool to see because
Yeah.
you usually so. Tell me about the audition process in general, JT. When you go in for an audition, how do you prep, and usually how do you treat the room when you walk in?
How do I treat the room? I try to go in as if I'm going in for the job itself. You know, for a very long time with auditions, I was like, okay, I want to give them a taste of what the character is, but I also want to recognize that this isn't, let them use their imagination. And what I've learned actually over the years is that you really want to give them, at least for a film audition, it's very different for theater or something. A lot of the time, you really want to give them the closest to what you think the final product should be.
So like a very strong choice. That
Exactly.
You,
Yeah, you still need to be open to direction if they want to change something, but like the closer you can be to and that's just a psychological thing for myself because then I put more work into it.
Right.
I don't give myself a pass. I don't say like, oh well, when we're actually doing it on the day, I'm gonna like really put a lot of work into it. I'm gonna make sure it's perfect. Like no, I have to try to do that for the audition itself because if I don't, someone else will, and they're gonna get the part. But yeah, that's my philosophy
Right.
on it.
very good, very good, very good.
Something that I've always found really fascinating while watching all of these auditions over again is, I wasn't the one determining them. I was giving you my thoughts, but like it was really you and Ben who were making the call for who we were casting. And the thing that I watch for most in these things is what I call the drop, when you go from in character and you drop out of character. And the thing is that consistently for each one, there's a very definite shift, which I really enjoyed, except of course Will, but he shouldn't have one.
Yeah.
And there's still, like, for me, both of these takes, even though they're radically different, you both at one point do drop that character very successfully. And some of the people who have auditioned for us over the years who are otherwise quite good, but maybe didn't quite grasp that element of it. That's one thing that I was always watching for.
And it doesn't always have to be like I do find that like Arthur has the biggest physical kind of shift because he takes the game so seriously. You're really bending down and all whenever you're like whatever, and then when he snaps out of it, and I noticed it in the second take rather than the first take, is that you get up and you're kind of upset that you're coming out of character,
Right.
Whereas someone like Brittany she's like this, and then she kind of like she just drops her shoulders a little bit and she becomes this like playful whatever, but like Arthur doesn't want to be out of the game.
Right.
So, in the first take you're like oh well, like the second one you're like fucking pissed because you want to keep playing but he's being a dick.
And that was probably a direction from you, right? To change that. Probably we would. It's not on camera, but
Potentially,
there
yeah.
was some direction in between those two takes.
I mean, it sounds like a really good idea, so I can only assume it was mine.
It must have been.
Yeah. All right, let's go on to the next
Ben is
character.
here.
Hi Ben, and hi
Just you want me to
Sophie.
order for a second? Yeah, I'll take a Sure.
Oh yeah, I think this is. I don't think I had actually read for this character before.
Oh, we probably gave it to you.
Yeah, I think it's a cold read.
Cold read, for those who don't know, is literally just it's the first time you've seen these pages. You might get a couple of minutes.
Corellia, finally! I managed to get the 11th eye. Let's get out of here. With that simple, Noctis. Put the amulet down and step back 3 paces. What are you talking about? The Legion is right behind me. We must go! You have been compromised. The poison enslaves your mind.
It's true, Noctis. Your wound doesn't hurt anymore. But you're lightheaded.
What's that
I'm
sound?
just a little dizzy.
That is probably one of the many trucks that drive by my apartment.
Whoa, you're gonna attack me?
Hey,
You
JP,
force my hand. I'm still in control of my actions, right?
We're not in your
I
apartment.
told you what to do yet.
Right. I'm not one of them, Corellia. Not yet. Put that away. Ah, shit. What did I miss? Are we about to fuck up Noctis?
I think we're in.
What? No. We will if we must. For the good of the Noctis we once called friend. Your friend Noctis stands before you. I'm perfect. Okay, I shoot Noctis in the face. What the fuck? What? You've gone rogue and just gotta take you down. Evan, I shoot Noctis in the face. Well, we don't want to kill him. No? Okay, fair enough. I shoot him in the dick. Christ. Sure you...
Oh, you sure you can hit a target that small?
I'll bleed out, Will.
This is
You don't
little
die from an
coach
arrow to
Arthur.
the dick.
Yeah.
I don't need to be shot at all. Well, come on, Arthur. We can't be sure that you're not mine.
Keep it in character, please.
Fine. In character, I shoot him in the dick. Will? Who's Will? My name's Biff. He's talking crazy.
Guys, the Legion is still advancing up the hill.
Evan, this is when we need a fourth, a
Whoa,
cleric,
and then
or
he
someone who can find
disappeared.
actions
Into the flare.
or- Player.
It wouldn't hurt if we expanded for a little bit.
Twang! Right in the dick.
Will,
I hit that hard.
shoot him in the dick. Will.
But it's really hard to act with no words. That was
Yeah.
purely reaction for the entire thing.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
If I could critique myself from several years ago. This is how many? This is more than 5.
This is 2013.
2013. This is 2013.
Yeah.
Holy crap, that's a while ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm doing way
Actually,
too
it's almost
much.
exactly 4 years ago.
Yeah, that's amazing. I'm doing way too much here. This is all there was a lot of bullshit going on there.
Yeah, but but everyone really grew
Oh yeah.
after this. So
Yeah.
it's
I
hey,
hope
let's
so.
watch. I watched my performance of season 1. I'm like, that's fucking garbage. It's like
Sure.
we all.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's important to, I don't know, there's some point in my process where I'm like, it's okay to breathe. It's okay to just fucking stand there and breathe.
It's okay.
Yeah, and not and not be doing something.
Yeah, because we always feel that you need to be doing something, otherwise you're wasting time. You're wasting the camera's time.
Yeah.
That's not true. We got one more audition.
Thanks, the Emerald. That's sweet.
This is the Legion. We know you hold thieves in your inn. Surrender the one who stole the 11th eye and we'll let you go. All heavens confound Lady Corellia. They won't wait long.
At least now they face 4 of us. We stand and fight. Anyone else in the inn tonight, Jeeves?
Oh, nobody.
Here. 100 gold. Everyone sneak out the back. Jeeves, pour your alcohol on the ground, call them in, and run out back as well. Wait, why the gold? Let's go. Corellia, let's do as the paladin says.
James does as you ask, but only because you've given him more money than he's ever seen in his life. He calls out, and you can hear the Legion soldiers rush inside, swords drawn.
And that's the last of his bit, so...
That was good.
That was good.
That was awesome. I love that.
Can you
Yeah. Why did
look
I
into
get
the
that
camera?
part?
I want you to stare at a player as if they've just said one of the most stupid things you've ever heard.
Then to the camera.
Yeah, into the camera. I just want to say it into the camera.
Sure.
This is actually really
Do
hard.
something stupid. Or
Okay,
Ben?
I'll
Oh boy.
give you that. Evan, listen, I'm going to set my sword on fire and then throw it directly at their face. I realize that they're 300 feet away, but at the same time, I figure that it's aerodynamic enough that it'll, make it all the way into his eye. And I'm a pretty good thrower, so it's not gonna work. No.
You're stupid. Are you looking for
Yeah,
the
that's-
kind
that
of
was- I asked you to do
the
something
office
really-
kind of like
I don't know.
whatever his name is?
Dwight Schrute?
No.
No, I know you're talking
Jim's
about,
like
yeah.
Jim's
Part,
Oh wow, we got a
you
lot
know,
more here.
it's more so of like the, it's more of a demeaning.
right. Like
You're dumb,
You know what I mean?
and you should feel badly
his
for
looks to
being
the
dumb.
camera.
Yeah, it's
Right,
not a
right.
look. Okay, ignore the camera. Look to me now.
Right.
I will keep telling you something stupid. Just the idea in your head should be more. This plan's not going to work.
Yeah.
Why on earth would he think this plan works? Why am I playing with somebody who's this dumb?
But I'm leaving you to your devices. I mean, like if you want to do this thing, you can do this thing, but you fucking die.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, pretty much. And then
Hey,
when I finish talking, you can say anything that you think you want to say, or you can just stare me down if you think that that'll work.
Sure.
Guys are in iron mindset.
All right.
So we're still recording?
Yeah.
Okay. Evan,
Yes.
okay. Listen, I'm going to use my illusion spell to create the image of a sword.
That's
I'm
it.
going to hold the sword in front of me in order to keep the Smurfs at bay. Now, I know that Smurfs have no idea what a sword is, so I just want to turn the sword blue so that it looks like one of them. And then if it's one of them, they'll think that I'm holding their master. And
Look how
then
hard
when
I'm
I'm
working
finished, I'm
here
going
at
to take
this.
it and I'm going to drive
I don't
it
need to be
straight
working
into
this
the
hard.
ground and make it worse
So
than
how would
the
you do the look now?
Well, I'm not gonna do it now,
Now
but
you
like,
gotta-
Yes, you are.
but look how much I'm like
Okay.
screwing my face up into different contortions. Anyway,
It's okay. You can always pull it back.
well, that's the thing. It's like just you can do so much less on film.
Maybe.
That's what I learned
If there are more.
since 2013.
I think we should all give them that face right now.
That same face.
That not your face, but what it should be.
Okay, like what? So what? I'm looking at the camera like I'm upset with what the player has done.
Yeah.
How's that? How's that fucking face?
No, let's all do the face that JT did.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
What about JT's audition made you say he's Noctis?
Um,
The $50 he slipped me.
hashtag $50. I don't know. I mean, well, so it's a few things. Like, one is the fact that it's how an actor. So JT says that come into an audition with a really strong choice, which is definitely what an actor should do when going for an audition. But also, we want to take into account like how they're able to listen to feedback and direction between takes. For me, that's more important because a misinterpretation, like sometimes someone just misinterprets the script, and that's totally fine. There's not always tons in the script to base it off of. But for me, first and foremost is how an actor can switch performances based on direction, and but also not just take literally what I say, how to interpret. And this, I think, is something that you taught me during rehearsals for season 1. We were rehearsing episode 9, and
The gunfight.
the gunfight, and I was saying, like, we were sitting there in the other room, and I was saying, like, okay, yeah, you know, that's, you know, I really like that take, but I think, like, so let's do it, let's try it again, you know, and JT, I really want you to, like, you know, like, work with more of a range and this and that, and, like, your response to me was, that's a technical thing. I need something to interpret. Like, you need something a bit more creative that the character that he can interpret as an actor, he needs to justify choices in his character, right? You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm explaining it right.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, no,
But-
that's perfect.
You know, I might say, like, make it more this, and he'd be like, okay, but why? Why is the character being, like, what is making him more anxious or more angry that we're not getting out of the character right now? So, if an actor could take, I mean, that's a lot to ask for an actor to take during an audition, but for me, JT's really, really good at working with a director, and I think everyone in the whole cast is, and that's you know, what we look for. Also, I know JT, and I know I'm gonna work really well with JT. So, I mean, not that I cast friends, but if someone has a really, really good reputation for being a great joy on set and a good asset, that definitely works to someone's advantage. I never want to work with someone who I hear through the grapevine is like an asshole on set.
We actually, I think, denied people auditions straight up based
Yeah.
on their reputation.
Yeah. Yep. Just because, you know, I don't want to waste their time either.
What was it that you said? It was actually, I think it was you who said it. It was either you or Ben that said, I don't want to go up to a camp for like a week straight and have to live with this person if they're going to be an asshole.
Yeah. Probably, Ben.
Yeah. And like that, but that makes sense to me, right? Like, this project wasn't just the sort of thing where you could show up, do your job, and leave. You're signing on to something a little bigger than that.
Yeah.
So you have to not be a dickhead.
Yeah. Beatnik, I think that's a very good theory. I think Noctis is a time traveler from Shadowrun. And he just needs a little help to fit into modern LARP society. And I'm just his shadow name. JT is just his shadow name. That seems that...
Who sent him
That
the
scans.
Who sent him the script?
Who? Noctis?
No,
You don't want to
Right.
work with Mariah Carey. I don't want to work with Mariah Carey because I don't have the money.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Catherine Hagel is apparently difficult to work with.
Thanks, you hold the top chair, John.
I do.
Thank you.
You can dismiss that if you
How
want.
do I do that?
I guess you can't.
Yeah.
You have to enable that, maybe? I don't know.
All right, let's watch some shit.
Yay!
So here we are.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
We are starting.
See you guys soon.
So again, I'm kind of jumping out of order, just to make sure that we have scenes that
so
are
again, whenever you guys are ready,
really
Matt,
appropriate for
I
our
need,
guests.
John
turn this
and
down a bit.
Tamara. Mike. I'm not like great Mike.
And we are doing episode 10. I believe this is episode 10.
I didn't hear that, but we didn't hear
I
that.
don't remember what from episode 10. But
How amazing is Jessie Boxer's hair?
Yeah, well,
all
as
the
long as
time.
it doesn't
Always.
hit people in the face.
Always.
always.
She's got amazing hair.
Some
game.
bag with it?
Who was the biggest diva on set? I don't know if we want to answer that on stream.
I think it was me. Can I volunteer? No, Jamie Mayers.
Jamie Mayer is the biggest diva on set. Look at this
They're
guy.
allowed to ask you for photos.
Yep.
The second time they ask you to come in,
Yep.
they're allowed to
Pharaoh.
ask you to disrobe.
But they should give you notice.
Yeah,
I
you-
assume?
you're given
That way
notice,
you're
you're
ready,
told that
like,
that's what
you can
you're
take a
doing.
nice shower and wear good underwear and stuff.
What are you guys
That
talking
always
about?
works for
Why do they need to
fittings.
see for the audition?
Were you
There's two reasons.
dating at this
The
point or
first
no?
is,
Yes.
You were.
Ostensibly,
Okay, I'll see you guys later.
technically,
Are you
it's
sure?
we have to make sure that there isn't
I thought it
any
happened after LARPs.
weird ass tattoos or scars or
So like
whatever.
4 penises.
That's why sometimes
Yeah,
the
four
art truck was
penises,
locked.
You know, those 4 dicks. Those are distracting. On
They were repainted.
Total recall though.
Right. But the actual reason that they do that
There.
is because they want to see if
I
the
always
actor
forget
will
one
do
thing.
it.
Thank you. I'll
Because
get
they've
all
had too many times
Oh,
where
boy.
an actor
There will
says
be-
like, "Yeah, I'll totally do it."
Um,
They show up on set. They're like, "Okay,
that's
cameras
something
are
I
ready.
wanna have on
Where's
the
the actor?"
stream.
And they're like, "I'm not taking."
Oh,
it."
that'd be awesome.
I can't do
The Emerald, if we
So
get to
that's why
that
they call
point,
it modesty audition.
his armor's
It's
too
to see
small for
whether
me,
the
which
actor
was
is too
part of the
modest
difficulty
to
of
take
filming that scene. I couldn't breathe
They're
properly.
not allowed to take.
You want to be started.
They're not allowed to take any recording or photograph of you that you don't immediately control.
Yep.
They have to, by
Super
law,
interesting.
destroy all photos
Yeah.
as soon as the
Yeah,
audition
yeah,
process is
yeah.
over.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm talking
right.
about new.
That's garbage.
auditioning
you
for
get a
scenes in
bump
which
pay
you
if you're not
have
already
a nude scene or a sex scene,
Ah.
and that this is the modesty thing. So
and even
actor
if you're
rules
not,
state
you
that
can
if
usually
you are
negotiate.
allowed to ask somebody to come in for what's called a modesty audition,
They have a whole pamphlet
essentially you go in, you take your clothes off,
They have a whole
and
pamphlet.
then you put your clothes
No,
back
I
on
actually
and you
do
leave.
because for an
And
LAP,
it's
you're
not
allowed
really
to have
just
nudity at all.
like people have said, oh, it's to make sure that you aren't like
hideously
hideously scarred all over your body, which we wouldn't be able to cover up.
Scott,
But it's also an audition for the actor to see whether they'd actually be comfortable showing up and taking their clothes off, because you don't want to get the set all prepared and then have them refuse.
You, the marker, yes.
I don't know why we're discussing
Where you
this.
could be like, so we want to have,
There's Hannah.
we're having an audition, so we want you to appear nude. So send us a photo.
Yeah, so I'm just
And that would be okay.
So steampunk villain lady is actually an amazing person, an actor,
Oh yeah,
an actress.
that would be totally
so
okay.
She's one of
They'd
the
be
sweetest
yeah,
people I've
okay,
ever met.
So
you know,
she's
here
so
we
the
now
opposite
have
of a character.
50 photos of these women nude, and we
We're
don't
gonna
have to
start a
get
magazine now.
Well, I'm telling you, hey, like,
Who's shooting the BTS
I'm-
stuff?
John Woods.
there is
I like how I'm gonna get
former
burned
artistic
in this
director
like
who's
small
not
crescent,
local,
Yeah.
like right
who
there.
basically got
Cutest
fired
villain.
because one of the shows that
Jamie Mayer's eating that Danish or whatever.
Big mouth that guy ate on
Cactus.
set.
taking pictures
grown
of
boy.
the actress during rehearsal.
Nope.
Exactly.
Nope. Damn.
And then the stage manager who found them
Yeah.
deleted them to protect him, but not before somebody else had spotted him taking
The stage
the
manager
pictures.
deleted the photos to protect him.
Yeah, but not before somebody had seen him taking the pictures during rehearsal, which is quite
Whoa!
Yeah,
That's quite the
she
story.
also doesn't work at that theater anymore.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Holy moly!
It's scary.
Huh.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Talking about scary.
What's up, boss?
She's too nice.
What's up?
How are y'all today?
I should point out that at this point I'm quietly dying
Why?
because I'm wearing.
Good.
First of all, what I'm wearing is all black and it's pretty bulky and it's pretty hot.
Did. I woke up
But
feeling
the thing that's killing me is that I'm wearing chicken wire all along my back to conceal the swords, not just the swords that are currently in there.
It's all about the 8-minute nest,
So,
my friends. I woke up.
Norwegian wants to know
Surprises.
if we got cold weather up north.
It did snow one morning. Yeah.
Julian, I'm glad you exist.
It was pretty cold. Not all the time. We had some nice days too.
Sweetest thing anyone's ever said to me.
That was the sweetest thing anyone's ever said to me, by the way.
I'm glad you exist.
I'm glad you exist.
I am glad you exist.
I know Zoe's got
That's exactly, yeah, it was fluctuating so much, because I remember the 4v1 was like a scorcher, man.
4v1 was a scorcher, but the fight that I had with Charlotte, which was really only like a week earlier, was quite cold during the entire time.
Yep, it was raining too.
Yeah.
I'm just on camera. Okay.
Turn it up.
Look at Jesse.
Then let's bring the 8x.
Total cool.
Yeah.
Sort of cool.
All the sandbags. No.
Oh boy.
So the thing about the LARPs hoodies is that while we tried to make sure that some were available, the LARPs hoodies were for season 1. We didn't make any more for season 2.
Yeah. They're also,
Hey, the Emerald, whoever wrote that is a shithead.
what?
Little fighting warms the blood.
I think that's a technical name too, yeah.
Jam buns?
Jam buns.
I think when they write textbooks on
So this was right after the
Jam buns
Shane,
with
Jam buns is my
Shane whatever fight.
I
Lance.
like jam buns and I cannot lie.
So all of the steampunkers had just
Jambon.
arrived the night before, the day before.
Like in my mind.
Spent the night.
And that makes me feel better that you went there as well as
Yeah.
like jam buns.
This was so fun.
Staying
Staying over
Correct.
both summer camps.
Which is also quite
It's so
delicious.
fun.
With a tasty meat.
We broke one.
Oh, you know what we saw last stream?
What?
You jumping off the dock.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So,
in a worst case,
I'm just
Don't
used
boo
to
the
knowing that.
villains.
the big one. You want the big one?
Villains are important.
Like, no,
It's true.
That you
We have
wear when
villains.
you're
How
sitting
can you
down.
have heroes?
Oh, I
Still
see.
too.
No.
Whoa!
It was the interference that was driving me nuts.
Yeah.
Hey, we got back.
so Matthew,
Hopefully it's better. in
once
this
we get a
location.
mic on John and Tamara.
John, are you
we
always
can
so critical
at
of your
least
writing?
walk with my shoulder mic on
Always.
the sun.
Okay.
Unless you'd rather mic them over
Well,
where
you
you
can do it. We'll do it here.
We're all pretty self-critical.
I just don't want to drag you
Yep.
too
Yeah.
much.
Usually I like doing the part, but it's
I'm very self-critical. With that being said, I don't think I've ever made anything bad. I think everything I make is gold, but I'm very self-critical.
Yeah.
Which is really a testament to how amazing my work is, you know?
4.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
What did she get?
Don't go nuts, buddy.
What do I get?
She gets to
Enjoy
watch
your
his oldest-
metabolism now.
That's it. Enjoy your metabolism now. It's like his third Danish or something.
So funnily enough, I was just watching a trailer for a video game, and
You get dad bod, which is
there was a character in it that's like a boy king kind of character.
Yeah.
And people online in the comments for the video were like, "Oh, that sounds. I wonder if they got the actor for
Drink some honey
Joffrey
tea.
for that, or Tommen, you know, from Game of Thrones."
Eat more jambon.
And I watched the trailer. I was like, "Nope, pretty sure that's Jamie Mayers."
Really?
Well, the game is a Montreal. I can't say the
Oh
name of the
my
game, but
God.
it is made in Montreal. And I was like, "Yep, that's definitely Jamie Mayers."
Because that was the same thing
dope.
with Mark yesterday. Like, they were swarming his friggin' head. Yeah,
You look
and
good in
it's
your
kinda like a
hoodie and
chocolate.
aviators. Ah, sweet. Yeah, that should be a look I should rock more often.
This shoot of LARPs is brought to you by Jam Buns.
In fact, he looks a lot like the character.
They're magically delicious.
He plays in that game.
Yeah.
So eat it.
They're good though. Fourth one. Going strong.
He's so funny.
If he was to tell you how good he really is, well, damn.
Those aren't kolaches, Artemis.
Yellow and red, they're not homogenized. Alright, here's red.
I used to love those mornings, waking up and just kind of like sauntering.
There are places you can get them, kolaches in Montreal, but we didn't have any on set.
If you kill the king and take his crown.
Those are just like sweet. They're like buns with like jam poured on them, essentially.
I'm not sure Noctis wants to be king. You know? I think he'd like to kill a king.
Yeah.
But I don't think
then,
he
like,
wants
back into the
back
shadows.
away into the shadows after.
Noctis is more of an anarchist.
Yeah. Yeah. He's more of a Littlefinger
Is that a
type
lamb?
character
Hmm.
if you watch Game of Thrones.
Is that a lamb?
Or Arya.
Littlefinger was dying to be.
Yeah, no, that's true. Littlefinger wants to sit on the throne.
Is that what Austin
I
thought?
think.
So you're doing it. You're
That's
making fun
okay.
of him on camera, so
Oh,
that's weird.
that's the honest way, isn't
Yeah, no, he's gonna
Sneaky.
find out.
He's not gonna find out.
I'm gonna tell him.
I'm gonna tell him too. I don't think Austin's gonna care.
There's also something surreal about being like, so here we are in the Canadian wilderness,
Okay.
making
It's just
art.
kind of like a laugh. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm Austin.
Can you do in his voice though?
No, it's like
Shooting
it's
on
a
location
gurgly
is always
throat
interesting in that way.
Yeah.
voice.
There's always such a
Like, I
dichotomy
can't do
between
it.
like the thing that you're doing and the
Definitely
place
has
where you
Austin
are.
charm to it.
You
Yeah.
have to transform the
Hey.
place where you are into the proper place for the thing that you're doing, but they're so different.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we're in the woods right now, and the woods don't care that we're making a like web series. The woods want to kill us.
No, the mosquitoes want
Eat
to
us
kill
alive.
I got another battery in my bag.
Sorry, I'm screaming. The power would get to.
I'm surprised that Joe didn't melt, or spontaneously combust.
Yeah. Those wood chips were there, right? You didn't put them.
Yeah, the wood chips are there.
Okay. They made it for a great kind of
Yeah.
staging ground.
So then do the apple block.
I always like that piece, that set piece.
About an hour, Grubermensch.
Hey, Grubermensch.
Oh my god, is this a zip line?
It was about an hour, maybe a little bit more, but we were staying at a camp, so we just slept over.
But maybe we can use this on how to block
Yeah.
the apple boxes.
Crosshair.
No problem, Crosshair. We're just happy to have you.
But is that height?
Do you miss not having augmented reality on cyberware?
Might need a bit more.
I imagine that's a question for me. Yes.
Yeah, but the thing is that it can come up
I do
on
miss
post
it.
when you're sleeping, and I don't like.
I
I've
don't
had
wanna go down my
cockroaches,
mountain.
I just know season
crawling
3 was
down my
filmed
leg
as
in the middle of
augmented
the night.
reality.
You lived in Australia.
Freaky, yeah.
Yeah, pretty dope.
Spiders not so much.
VR.
Yeah, he'd wake up with a croc in his bed.
It's like, you again.
So are we shooting
As a
the
Canadian
rockets that we're gonna put them?
currently
Well, yeah.
residing in the United States, I'm never going to make fun of anybody using
Yeah,
cheap
but
shots
it
of the
depends on
nationality ever again.
Oh my god, yeah. That's the worst.
Doing what? Oh.
Because if there's one thing that Americans love to do with Canadians, it's make the same fucking 3 jokes over and over again.
I used to call her by the wrong
Make
name.
references to hockey or maple syrup or put on a really bad Canadian accent.
And say sorry.
Or say sorry.
On the other
Or
Tamara.
A. Like, and that's it. That's all they know what to do. And it's like, it's not even offensive. It's just boring.
Nothing wrong with Americans, of course, but
This might
sometimes there are insensitivities like that.
Guilty.
Everyone.
Okay.
I'm glad you got to
go home.
Go home.
So,
If
so
you're-
Mara, we're gonna get you there, and Jamie, we're gonna get you against a tree or the rock,
The giant rock.
So sorry for our president.
And
We're sorry too.
So the
we're
crosshair,
gonna get you here for now.
there was, in terms of large script changes, I feel like in season 2 there was only one, and that was the one that you guys made earlier on. You'll have seen this in the stream, where you guys changed the
post-mugging
scene. But that change was made without me being involved, for whatever that's worth. I'm glad with how it turned out, but I didn't have anything to do with that. There was a bunch of improv. I wouldn't say there was a lot of improv, but we encouraged people to, bring stuff in.
Yeah.
Spiders are your friends.
There were some scenes dedicated to improv, like the
Where it's
post-credit
deliberately
scene.
written.
Yeah. But otherwise, I think you're okay with paraphrasing
Yeah,
lines.
totally.
But the rhythm of text was set,
Yeah.
What? His Ray-Bans look like John Lennon?
Is it Ray-Bans? I can't see.
Yeah.
They're circling.
Oh, this John Lennon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about Austin.
No.
This John Lennon?
Oh, geez, there.
Bird
spray? There seems to be
It's the John Lennon in the. It was right after Imagine. He did the
Oh, yeah.
album.
I like his suspenders.
I love that one.
It's because suspenders are honestly a better way to pull up pants. Belts are really not useful for men because we don't have hips.
That's
Dominique?
speak for yourself.
Can you bring it over here?
You can't see him shaking my.
He's shaking.
Look at Tamara. Tamara arrived that morning at like 6 a.m. or something.
Oh yeah, that wasn't her first day on set, though, was it?
No.
It was her first day up north.
Yeah. The crosshair, yeah, that's
Oh
part
no,
of the
she
reason.
arrived the day before. Sorry, because she was in the Lance chain thing.
Yeah, no, that's the bug spray dance. Yeah, that's, I prefer when things sound more realistic, and oftentimes you'll write something on page and it'll look good reading it back, but it won't sound good reading it back. So letting people change things around the way that they want. Also, you don't want to fuck up a take just because you're like, oh, I said the wrong word once. Meh.
Keep on it. Thank you.
Get the big one.
Jaden.
And set up the bounce.
In general, I think there's sometimes only maybe a few moments where you're kind of really adamant about staying exactly on script if the wording of something is incredibly important, either for foreshadowing or to
Callbacks.
Yeah.
Or if somebody's changing a term that I'm like, that's not a term people would use.
Yeah.
She's out of it now.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we didn't have to change anything based on somebody saying something that I thought would be like unfair to the group. Like everyone was treating the subject matter well, so there was never any kind of like over-dorking it.
Over-dorking.
Yes, please.
What is Jamie Mayers doing?
I was talking about you.
You know any spots within this episode where you would kind of go back to your creepish laughing self? You know that little.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know. I'm just not.
I was thinking maybe
chemistry.
I like to dance. I do the that way it doesn't have to. When I tell
You like your
Arthur, like you don't think this is just about
Apparently, Ben is wearing bright yellow Crocs with acid-washed
Oh,
skates.
that's fun.
I thought you were wearing jogging pants.
I kind
I
of
love
like
the smell of
kind of like thought
Really?
maybe there.
Really?
Do you not?
No.
Kate, you're awesome.
Smells poisonous.
Really?
He's gonna betray
Reminds
you.
me of
I mean, Kate's whole job was to make sure that we didn't die, so.
Right after that, it's
And we didn't,
Sweet,
so...
sweet
Hashtag
relief.
Kate sighting.
yeah. Like
What
it
scene
is
were you
very
prepping to
sweet.
shoot here?
It's very
Like
This would be the scene where
Like a jambon.
Evan
like a
and
jambon.
Evan is confessing to me that he's not sure if he's doing the right thing, and she's like, "No, it's okay." But in the background, you can see,
Oh yeah.
you can
I
see
wish-
Claudia
I
and
hope
Sam
that
conspiring, which was it's a subtle thing. I'm not sure that everybody catches it, but that essentially Claudia is telling Sam what to do.
In the fly population.
One day there's gonna be a Hollywood remake of LARPs, and they change Mara to a nice villain.
That's not going in behind the scenes.
No.
Nope.
I get we'll destroy the ecosystem. But
Because yeah, in the continuity, Evan never intended for the TPK. He was okay with it happening after the fact, but he didn't intend it. It was Claudia who did it.
Individually killing.
Kind of looks like I'm dancing, but really, taking the flies away.
See what I am. I am B positive.
At some point, you might find somebody holding an umbrella for us. Just like
standing over it.
Just standing over, holding an umbrella over the actors.
And that's why we have PAs.
And I don't know about you, but I feel always incredibly self-conscious when like somebody serves me on set. But it's kind of a necessity because you can't leave, you can't move away, and you also can't afford to like get burned.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It does not smell like Teen Spirit.
Does it?
No.
I think it does.
It smells like bug spray and desperation.
Alright, so I'm gonna play that song.
I feel like it's a fly.
Jamie with the sass.
Teen Spirit smells like desperation. Smells like sweat and desperation.
An unwashed laundry.
And too much Axe.
And too much Axe
And,
nowadays.
and if you're
eh?
lucky, some stank
We're
marijuana.
gonna take a trip in the night.
Or if teenagers figured out that Axe finally figured out that too much Axe is a
big
bad
ass
thing.
fly.
Work it,
One
queen.
with a big ass.
Axe in
like
and
a
of
big
itself
ass
is
fly.
Actually, a big Axe in moderation
A
smells
big
good.
assed fly.
Hey, Happy Kilmore.
Oh wow! Oh
So we have to
wow!
start wearing
Oh
it.
wow!
I'm sorry.
Look at you! You're a disaster.
You are.
Go home, fly. You're drunk.
You're drunk.
He fell on his back and he can't get up. That's
This is
hilarious.
so sad.
Ah.
I hope everybody in Texas is doing okay today.
Yeah.
I don't want to come to where I am.
Yeah,
No, but maybe you do. Like,
I should take a
don't
drink,
have
too.
respect for
Should.
life. I mean, I do in theory. I
be
do.
a
I
cookie,
do on
don't you?
Facebook.
It just takes.
In Facebook statuses, I have tons of respect for life. Animals matter. Ah, it's a bug.
Yeah.
Is this the only song?
Oh boy.
How about
All right.
I do remember because we would stay up late playing board games and stuff.
You're really
Yeah.
this guy.
Sometimes getting up in the morning was
Evan,
rough,
that's
but it
actually
was
the
always
guy.
nice to walk out in your
So I had like 6
nature.
vertebrae.
It doesn't really matter how tired you are. You kind of just like, yeah.
It's just a big ass bug. Like
It's almost like we were meant to be in nature.
Yeah. And not in like
In a bed in an apartment in
iron
downtown
towers.
Montreal.
I am not meant to be in nature.
doubled over in half. And it, I hate bugs! And like scream and I just have like one little moment of like release of pure rage. And then be like, okay, and then blah 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 blah.
You can't post it.
I couldn't.
No, Jesus considered a season 2
Because I'm
secret.
storing up bad karma.
Oh, don't worry.
Oh, I'm so sorry about all that
It was
axe.
really the way
World.
it was the utter disgust.
That sounds
Yeah,
torture.
that sounds like a lot of axe.
Yeah.
It's so good.
They should really back that axe up.
Heyo.
I'm kind of glad that I didn't like crumple that
I
can
saw
against
it
my
again.
forehead. It feels like that's what I would do. Oh, I'm gonna try to. I made it.
You got it.
Good
So
man.
Right?
So,
Hey.
I'm always so interested on set. Like, who do you think we're waiting on right now? Is this lighting you think that's going on right now, or
But the craziest.
sound?
At this point, it would probably be
I mean,
not sound. We're
I
very
think the
rarely
cruelest
waiting for sound.
Is the cruelest kill is Jeeves.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah, probably
crazy
lighting.
shit, like crazy choreography. I mean,
Crazy choreography would still be.
Probably
oh,
lighting.
yeah.
Yeah, it's still would be.
Because even when we're
There's so
outside,
much
lighting
She, let's just
does.
say,
You might have seen them putting it up as a giant, like
when
a.
she realizes that
It's called
even though she
scrim.
has 4
Scrim? Is that
people
what it's
on her
called?
side,
Screen.
Yeah.
steals a
Silk.
weapon from one of her
Silk.
friends
Silk.
and shoves them into
And it's a
Evan,
huge silk.
so that Evan takes that friend out, so that she
Not
can
enough to
step in
cover
and
the
kill
entire scene, but enough to cover 2 or 3 people that might be close
And
up.
like, I
So,
realized that
at this point, they're probably setting up to figure out how to manage with all this super harsh
that
sun.
by the time she got there, they didn't take care of it. So it's like I have to do all the work.
I see.
Yeah, she tries to stab me and ends up stabbing
Lily.
instead.
It's pretty fantastic.
That's rough.
Oh, you guys
so
are talking about
what's
the
your
4v1.
fighting style like then? Like berserker,
Insane.
berserker,
Oh, just like,
right?
yeah,
No, precise spear. Like her strikes. She's not a berserker. She's
like collected and deadly, but
Well, like Julian was saying, that I'm very strategic. Like while they're fighting Evan,
Oh, Ben
I'm
says
like
it's a scrim.
thinking of what to do while, because I'm like really behind everyone.
Right.
So I'm just like waiting to see what the plan is.
Imagine if you used
I
your
said that? That's
powers
pretty
for
smart.
Good.
I know.
Wow.
So we haven't
Yeah,
recorded the
let
4v1
me
up
take-
until
let
this
me
point, though. So
No.
he's describing it. So we don't mention all the mistakes.
Facebook.
It's gonna go great. We'll get it on the first time.
Oh.
It doesn't? But isn't that what always happens? Don't you have to cut down Yoda for Luke to be?
Oh my god, no.
There's a Twitter account. I'm Batman. Michael Keaton.
Don't get me wrong. But God, go nowhere.
No,
No, you don't have to die.
Okay.
Have you ever seen
She may have to
Dom's
wrong you,
impersonation of Mara?
and you turn her back on her.
It's pretty good.
Oh,
Yeah, she
So
does
that
it
the
very-
redemption may occur.
That? Oh no! She does it so well.
Hey, boy.
Look at this.
Hey, look
at
Whoa! Hey, Scott.
Yeah,
Welcome to the
I
screen.
do.
Oh, Liz.
Oh, we're reversing the camera shot now. That's what we're doing. Now we're doing the whole like the Mara and Jeeves and
On his hands and
Tamara
knees, it was
approaching. So we're calling in all the other actors. Maybe we're actually waiting on them.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
Just check my Twitter feed and go back.
To the shade.
Into the shade.
I have a whole
One
series.
there, one there.
I'll I have a series in which I'm
Those tints were fabulous.
This is actually the hardest part of season 2 for me, based on season 1. Season 1, everybody did everything because we had to. In season 2, the actors were basically like, sit here and don't fucking move. And I was just like, but I want to help. And Jaden actually at one point pulled me aside and was like, stop moving sandbags. That's our job.
Yeah.
If you do that job, you make us look bad. And I'm like,
Yeah, you-
I'm sorry. It's not to make you look bad. I'm used to helping. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It just
So I'm going as Will
just talking
slash Biff, and since you wrote the character, any tips for being?
Here, so.
No, the people you don't
Oh,
know
wow.
here.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
Going
start
where?
now.
Yeah, going where?
From I see
Halloween?
it. Willio.
You guys ready?
Or
Cool.
cosplay?
We're starting from what, 93?
Yeah.
Okay.
Any tips for being Will?
We need to prepare the altar, collect supplies, and
So you have to ask Scott first and foremost,
And
because
then
he
we'll
has
get
better
the
ideas on how to be Will.
it appears so.
Do some prep.
Oh,
Will
Are we ready? If we're fast enough, we'll beat the
cares about
we still need to gather.
what he's doing, but doesn't care as much as other people do. But he has an overall kind of like care of the people around him more. Like for him, it's about the people. It's not about the actual activity.
My message.
Oh, they're running the lines here.
Yeah.
For the scene.
Why are we listening to a child? Go away. We have important business.
Kate
Hand
asks
it
him.
over. I've been chasing this thing
Ooh,
too
fall
long
festival at
to
your
make
college.
deals.
What would you do with the 11 by? Right now it's
That's awesome.
useless, and only Corellia or Elowen can enact the ritual to fix it.
I'm sure I'll find someone who could figure it out.
Who do you think is the
Why
person
am I
who's
even
most
talking
on
to
their
you?
lines?
Okay, look.
Sorry?
Most
You're
know.
champion.
Always knows their lines.
You win.
100%.
I'll leave you alone.
Not
If
me.
you lose,
I did. I always knew my lines.
I guess it would be, yeah.
Because I wrote the fucking thing. I could recite the whole thing backwards and forwards. But Jeeves doesn't have any lines in this scene, so I don't have to do anything. Instead, I will read the off label.
do we have a deal?
Deal.
Great. It's fun, I guess.
I'll prove
The
my
crosshair,
worth
yes,
here and
unless
now
it's post this episode.
for my friends. For my
As you're watching
What?
this,
To
Julian,
fight
are
and win
you
for my companions
are we
and
like
friends would be my
taking
greatest
note of fun things? Like, do you plan to edit the BTS into like some kind of a?
If there's a really funny moment, then I put a little mark.
You put a mark, okay.
But
I am just the king's buggy.
whether or not I come back to it and actually cut it up, who knows?
Julian, are you watching this and just ultimately really disappointed in us?
Yeah, but
Look at
not
all
much
of
more
those
than I
are
already
all,
was.
That's pollen that you see flying by there.
Is it?
Yeah.
We'll be back after.
Yeah, we had cars covered in that stuff. When we came back, like, remember I had to go and get
Oh, I
Ben's
remember
car
that, yeah.
washed before your scene?
Yeah.
Because it was yellow, and that car's black.
Yeah, the Emerald definitely sent pictures of the costume.
Yeah, that's
of,
really
of you in the costume.
I don't know. Is that the first official cosplay that we've had of one of us?
I guess it would be.
I'm not sure.
Skip the whisper.
Yeah, we can totally thank our PC now. Yeah.
Artemis, I don't
Maybe
think that
after
he
we focus
takes the
on
game
We should fetch the
as
answer
seriously as all that, but I think he realizes something a little bit.
He found you got a new respect for it, maybe.
Yeah.
What about him? We can't split up.
What about him? He's not doing anything.
Guys, don't split the party.
So, you guys, I guess you guys don't memorize the entire script. You memorize it day by day, right?
I don't read the script. The script reads me.
Wow. Wow, that's fucking pretentious.
Yeah.
So, in the morning or the night before, you go through over the scenes? Is that how you do it?
Yeah, well, yeah, pretty much.
That's
We're
true,
already
Ben.
generally
That
familiar
is true.
with it.
I think
Oh, yeah.
you have to be familiar with the whole script because you have to know where the scene is in context to all the others.
Right, but in terms of actually memorizing the dialogue.
I try to make sure that I have.
Oh boy. The nod ABC. Thank you for the follow.
Yeah.
Yay. Or Funabak,
Nobody saw that.
which is only how I can assume it's pronounced.
What was this? Oh, memorization. I mean, it's hard for me to answer for LARPs because I basically had it all memorized anyway. But I wasn't trying to make sure that I could recite all my lines before we started shooting day one. Generally, you just want to make sure because there can be rewrites. You want to be flexible, and you also don't want to know the script so well that you give the same performance every time and you can't take direction. There's Amber.
MBMs.
It's the worst when you're here because then I have to watch how I act. Yeah, but just
Oh boy, Amber. It's funny because she's like the least inappropriate of everyone.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It just takes.
I guess certain people are like more concerned about how they come across than others. I don't really care.
Upload it to Imgur, Ben.
Okay, what? Yeah.
IMGUR.
Ooh, Kate. Did you hurt your leg?
What scene are we doing? 93?
You have like a red mark on your left calf.
Do you need some having your legs crossed?
Oh, never mind.
My legs do that.
My bag.
Ben, that probably won't work
Do
since
you
on
need
your
arnica?
Facebook. People have to be friends with you.
Which one did you want?
Yeah, Imgur.
The first one we're shooting.
IMGUR.com.
I'm good.
So I'll upload it there
The only
and post the link in
Oh,
the chat.
that's for sharing pictures?
Yeah, it's just a free image upload site. You can download it from Facebook,
I'm so
Ben.
glad to see you're getting the costume.
Yeah, you can do that.
Too long.
I should definitely just have it
Okay,
by my
you'll do that.
side and then jump off.
Here's Dom.
It's slow-mo.
Dom said it.
So, if we're doing 93, it's Brit who's starting.
Way to go, Dom.
Are we doing 93? Are you ready? We wanted to.
I'm so ready.
Okay, cool.
That's a lot of pollen.
Yep.
It's making me
Then we'll get the 11 diet full
making my face my nose dry and just watching it.
We still need to gather the king.
The king?
So JT,
You gotta hit that fuck, don't you?
Yeah.
Get a real peg.
have you been a lead in any other project?
Then we got
Film
Sam.
Yes.
And how
Not like anyway, but yeah.
how large was the lead cast for that? Because we consider this 6 leads, right?
Yeah, smaller.
Store that thing.
Smaller,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is a lot of leads.
Why are we listening to a child? Go away.
What kind of
We're talking
differences
business.
in that experience?
over.
In this experience?
I've been chasing this thing too long
Yeah?
to make deals.
Not really, no. I mean, if it's like a professional, I've never been a lead on like anything, like
I'm sure I'll find someone who can
television
figure it
or-
out.
or,
Why am I even talking
film,
about
like
things?
major stuff. But there's no real difference. You just have more stuff
make
to
you a
do.
deal.
If
Your
it's for
champion versus mine.
yeah,
You
just more to
win.
do. You get
you
paid a
win,
lot more if it's.
I'll leave you.
Yeah,
you know.
that's good.
I mean, the fallacy is that
I got the 11
you don't want to
and all of
assume
you
that
as my prisoners.
the lead has to work
Deal.
harder than everyone else. The lead just has to work longer than everyone else.
That's true.
Oh god, thank you. So sorry. Thank you very much.
Well, there's certain, you have to make sure that you're carrying the through line of the story a lot of the time. There's a lot on your shoulders in that case, which I've never really had to do that in
Do we have a deal?
super professional setting, but it's hard.
Right.
It's hard.
Beautiful.
Guys, I need Evan's gamers except for Evan.
Yay!
Yep.
Go to hell.
Yeah.
Go to hell.
God damn it.
Oh, where's the van?
The crosshair.
Van,
What was the one thing you learned from LARP shoots regarding your role in it all? I don't understand what you mean by role in it all. Like in the universe?
He asked me as a director.
Like
You know, so you as an actor, maybe you as an actor and writer.
What did I learn from the LARP shoot?
Where? Oh, here.
I guess. How to negotiate different ideas between different creative elements of the show. You know, there's so many different cogs moving. There's John as a writer, Julian as a director, the actors have ideas, and how that all works.
Beautiful day,
you know?
John
I guess that's something that I definitely developed on set.
It's true because we're such a. Dion! Ooh. Dion, fuck you! Thanks for the follow.
So, what color?
Especially because we're such a.
Yellow.
Because everyone already knows each other, it was very close.
I could probably.
Oh,
it's on the stream.
That's on the stream. I fucked that up. That's my fault.
There's Ben.
That's pretty great.
There's Ben.
Pretty great.
Or should I say JT?
It's not me. Although people thought it was me.
Because we're such a small
I actually don't know.
Cast and crew that all really know each other ahead of time, I think it was a really a lot of people had a lot of different ideas and a lot of them were really, really good. So because we're so close, we're able to work together to democratize to a certain extent that whole process, and it really helped bring some really cool ideas. Especially because like I'm still new as a director. You know, some of the people on set were new as actors. This is the largest thing I think you had written at this point, right? So we're all still developing. I mean, everyone should always be developing, but we're still really at the beginning of our careers, respective careers. So we're all helping each other out.
So I'm gonna say that Ben doesn't count as the first official cosplay because he was literally wearing the official costume.
Is it sort of like
So,
piano dancing?
he was cheating a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, aside from
not to take anything away from you, Ben.
Take it all away from Ben.
So for me, what I learned as a
to get it.
overall, I learned you've got to be having fun.
Oh, well, you could.
Like you have to be able to relax into it and enjoy it. And yeah, you have to be able to make sure that you've got a certain amount of stress to keep things moving and keep things on schedule and stuff like that. But when I was having fun was when I felt things were going well. When I wasn't having fun was when I felt like things were going to suffer for it. So I was trying to make sure that I could, if I had to do something that wasn't going to be fun, I wanted to make sure that it was taken care of as much as possible beforehand, so that I could relax and have fun when I needed to. In terms of writing, LARPs taught me that. It didn't teach me this, but it kind of reinforced it that I need as many eyes on it as possible, and I need to find the right eyes, because there's too many people who will read it and just be like, "That's amazing," and then that's all they ever tell you, which is no good. It's not useful. But I also learned that consulting with people who are going to play the characters you're going to be putting down on page, and getting their insight on it generally will give you better results. Which I did. I spoke to basically everyone who had any significant number of lines.
Directing.
Yes, I can do it. These pieces.
Who does, man?
Okay.
So that's.
I guess I'm showing how the hurdy-gurdy works here.
Yeah.
USA.
How heavy was the hurdy-gurdy?
Pretty darn heavy.
And then I can engage
not
the
that heavy.
strings at the bottom here, which also vibrate against it to create a drone, kind of like a bagpipe.
Yeah.
There's also a third string here to get kind of a nice overtone on top of that. And
I talk like I'm an expert at this instrument.
To get a nice
not
overtone.
really.
You were an expert at this instrument compared to the rest of
just
us.
from like playing
I
around with it.
suppose.
I'm sure there's tons of things about it I don't understand yet or know about.
Oh,
But
Pennywise
I did
got
look
Kate.
at some how-tos. And
Oh,
this is
no.
called Manuvel.
What?
Okay.
She wrote
Actually, this
it.
crank.
That's it.
Well, that's,
What was the most stressful day on set for us?
So JT.
yeah.
When
I've answered this already, so I'm curious about you two.
Season 2?
an instrument.
Yeah.
What's
Right,
going on?
so,
Hold on, I just want to see what he's saying.
How do you do so?
How do I approach it?
Yeah.
Stealthily.
Stealthily.
I make sure it doesn't see me coming from across the room. I sneak.
Explain.
I scurry.
Yeah.
And I attack with force.
Really?
Yeah.
Some would say
Yeah.
that you are you resemble a monkey.
Well,
How do you respond to these comments?
Some would be wrong. Some would be dead wrong. But there's always going to be those types. And frankly, I won't have any of it.
Was it hard to learn that instrument?
I
can answer your question.
Yeah, it was.
But it's kind of like piano in a way. There's the keys underneath kind of work like a piano.
Because of my beak and because of my
So for me personally, Steampunk Day was not one of the more stressful
Really, it's
ones.
suction cups
But that was because I had to let myself relax throughout that day.
I do have some squid.
Because I was performing, and if you're performing, one of the thankful things is that even though ostensibly I had responsibility on set, for the most part, people did a really good job of shielding me from the brunt of that so that I could do my job. A lot of that came from Ben, Kate, like shielding that kind of like, hey, we need a decision made, let's go to somebody who's in charge, right?
Yeah.
And like I didn't have to deal with that, which was really great. So, and Steampunk, I only had to worry that when it was my time, I could hit what I needed to hit because I knew it was going to be a rough day for everybody else. You don't want to fuck up on a day where the rest of the crew is stressed.
Right.
But I think the most stressful day for me on season 2, there were 2. One of which I'm not going to bring up because it just involved like some stuff that came up on set that like I kind of had to scramble to make sure that people weren't going to fight, which, like that. I'm not going to talk about that on set right now. And also and I have a missed call. That's interesting. And also, it was probably the 4v1 because I knew that we had a certain amount of time to shoot it. We had a certain number of takes, and that was my responsibility to make sure I didn't fuck it up. And it was a difficult
there were
day
5
to-
of you that had the responsibility.
Sure.
'Cause any one messes up, and that means we got to restart the fight.
Sure, but I had the most to do in
Yes,
that
of course.
fight, and I also knew that I had a certain amount of like physical reserves for that fight, and so eventually either I was going to be too tired to continue, or we would run out of the ability to shoot due to lighting or time.
Right.
And I was like, I have to get this in because we really wanted this one to be one of the key parts of the fight stuff.
Yeah.
So that was stressful for me. Also because it was difficult physically to do it. So
Quite a demanding fight. How about for yourself?
Most stressful day on set?
Yeah.
I honestly do not remember. It was a long time ago.
That's good to know.
I'm sorry.
It's good to know. That means maybe
I was drunk. For some reason, it's interesting. So, I think what you're about to see is me playing the "Chase Me" song, right?
Yes, coming up soon. Hopefully we can get to it.
I was really excited about doing that, and what I remember from that day is being really excited to play it and to do that. But then, for some reason, very recently, I was talking to Marcel Genet about that, who's on the set here. He plays.
Marcel is the other steampunker who's got kind of like the grayish beard.
Yeah. And he recalled that day. We were talking about that day for some reason. He was just like, yeah, like I looked at you and you were so nervous. And I was like, I don't remember being nervous. I remember being incredibly excited. But I think what it was that like I was so excited to like about this doing that thing and having that moment work that I think I was really worried about it not working.
Right. You were kind of psyching yourself up by how excited you were for it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Sometimes that's actually a bit of an audition thing that happens too for certain roles where it's like
you
have to like it's fine to be excited about a role and excited about an audition, but when you're in the room or on set, you have a job to do.
Yeah.
And it's about doing that job the best you can. And
Yeah.
sometimes that excitement, while it's good to have, you have to channel it in the right direction because otherwise it can kind of make you a little bit scattered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. I also remember when you came that morning or the night before and you showed me the song that you prepared for it.
Yeah.
Because I asked JT to prepare the music for that part.
Yeah.
Because I don't really know how the hell to write music.
Right.
So it was pretty fucking dope. You came up, he's
Well,
like,
it was
it's a little different.
What I was
it's
nervous
rock.
about. Yeah. Well, it was different from the script as well in that moment. That so I was nervous on both of those fronts about whether or not you guys would be
Like
okay
I
with
give
it.
a fuck.
Yeah, I remember just being very concerned about Arthur having gotten better at the at the instrument over time, because he starts the season with it just like, how the fuck do I use this thing?
Yeah.
And that being part of his arc, that in addition to like investing in this character, or one of the ways that he invests in the character is by learning how to play this freaking instrument. Yeah.
I backed up a bit because I felt like you wanted to hear what you guys were talking about, so I backed up a bit so that we can
some funny stuff.
get it. And then after this clip, we have John's audition.
See that?
Yay!
Fine.
So let's get it.
Say that you resemble a sea squid.
See that? I can find more. You know, I have more to go on with that. You know,
Yeah.
because of my beak and my
Your giant eyes.
my octopodal, legs and suction cups. Really, it's the suction cups that
That's the giveaway.
Yeah, I do have some squid in my family.
Okay. We all do.
What the hell are we talking about?
But I'm talking like my uncles.
Oh, your uncle.
He's a squid.
Really?
Yeah. Before he
Now,
gets him.
there have
Thanks,
been
the Emerald.
rumors
Yes.
about you and Charles Manson.
Charles Manson?
Yeah. Tell me about that.
I find those rumors offensive, baseless, offensive, frankly, in poor taste.
Are you a fan of his music?
Charles Manson? I'm not such a fan of Charles Manson's music.
Have you heard his music? You know Neil Young's got
We're talking Charles Manson, not
Charles Manson. Charles Manson, the serial killer.
So we have our Canadian buddy Neil Young to play action.
Yeah, Neil Young scouted him and introduced him to like a bunch of
Wait, who's the guy with the crazy eyes?
That's
Marilyn Manson.
That's Marilyn Manson.
Oh, well, Charles Manson.
Charles Manson is a musician. Charles Manson, I guess, was a musician too.
Marilyn
World's
Manson is
worst
crazy,
interview.
like. Is that him?
Yeah.
That's Marilyn.
He is a little professional.
I meant Marilyn.
Charles Manson's the mass murderer, serial killer. But probably.
Well, there have been photos of you with both of them. So. Magnetic personality.
You two, anytime I ever came up and you two were sitting there talking about each other, he's just asking you really weird. You guys are improvising off each other.
Funnily enough, I was his acting coach for a while.
Well, yeah.
And so it's weird. It was actually weird that like
I'm actually
now we're working together on
Right.
this thing.
I'm like a substitute Avenger in case one of them gets sick. So if the Hulk has meningitis, I step in. My powers are few and weak, and frankly, not really powers at all.
We'll be back right after this short break on the Jamie Show with JT.
I would love to have him on the stream, so I'm gonna try and figure that out.
You can hide back here.
Oh wait, is that the camera? John's gonna have it.
See, the sweater came off. It's getting hot.
Stretch.
That's it.
Okay.
That's the path.
That's fine.
Hey, Ari Grace. Welcome
Yay.
to the stream. Oh, sweet. We're still going. We're actually just about to see Mr. Jonathan Verrall's audition tapes. Just after this clip.
It's okay.
What's happening to Jonathan Verrall?
What?
Scooting away.
That was gross.
Is this to show them the path? You good?
GT's losing his pants. Oh, when I was stretching.
Okay.
The bugs! The bugs!
So you guys are gonna come.
That's not an oh no moment, Vector.
40-ounce cup of coffee. Wowza.
Is this
Wowza.
what death tastes like?
Oh my god.
Probably. Death
That's
tastes
a
pretty darn
huge
good.
glass. Big mug of coffee.
Show Evan second. Yes.
Right.
Show him that you.
So you two should. Okay, cool. Yes, ma'am.
I did my I don't know if you guys ever know if whoever knows me knows I don't download things illegally. You know, like I never.
You don't even use a freaking ad blocker.
I don't use ad blockers.
Why don't you use an ad blocker?
I know.
All right.
I went to go buy an online class yesterday that was on sale for photography. I bought a couple from the site before, and it was on sale. And I noticed that it not only was on sale, they had accidentally unlocked the download buttons.
And we'll make minor.
And I downloaded every fucking part of that course. I downloaded about 20 hours of.
So how does that differ from actually pirating?
Because it's their fault, not mine.
I'm not advocating for piracy, but you're still doing something that company doesn't want you to be doing.
This way.
Well, then they shouldn't have. They shouldn't have left it unlocked.
So ad blockers are legal and you don't use them. But a company accidentally makes a whole course available and you're just like, fuck it?
Yeah, it's not illegal.
We're fast enough, we'll beat the oncoming attack.
Anyway, also because it's the legit
so then what you're gonna do is
route I would use to
you
download.
are gonna head straight for the
I'm not going to a third-party site to download off a torrent off other people's computers. It's their servers. They just left the download button open.
But they didn't mean to do that.
And then we're gonna.
How do I know? Maybe it's part of promotion. I didn't see
But
it.
you do know is the thing.
Well, no, I can't. I can't prove that something doesn't exist.
But it's not about proving anything. It's that you knew when they.
It might. Well, maybe it's part of the promotion. Yeah.
Have they made any statement about
you
this?
can
Or?
No, but there's a lot of things they don't make.
So you think they
statements
made it was part of the promotion that they made all of their
I
quotes?
didn't read the full promotion.
Can we see
right?
what that looks like, Joey?
You know, however you justify it, that's important. That's what's important.
You can't prove that there's no. You know what I mean? That there's not a thing.
Thank you, the Emerald, by the way.
What did the Emerald say?
He was appreciative of the fact that Arthur's sexuality was not used for political gain.
So they make him.
Oh, you don't want a Sarking?
So they make him this JT persona and put him.
He's still going on about the time traveler.
I'm so curious to hear about this. I think you should write a novel about the real life of Noctis. Please free me from this.
Where do I come from and where do I go?
Where do I come?
Where do I come from?
Dominique,
Cut Night Joe.
JT's got the instrument.
Yes, I have the instrument in my house in Toronto. I have the hurdy-gurdy.
Do you want to swap? Do you want to chance in the chair so that you can have some
It's
place to
okay.
rest your back? No, seriously, it's totally
Okay,
fine.
Just momentarily. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, wow.
Alright.
Yep. Everything's fine. Nothing is broken.
Or you do a lot of methamphetamines.
Thanks, man.
This is 95.
So this is me and Julian's bed.
What?
I do not serenade my hubby with the hurdy-gurdy all the time, unfortunately.
Oh boy, look at this.
No, I need to practice more with it.
And this was that one.
No, it's mine.
This is yours.
Oh. Alright.
Look, they're all mine. Right? You guys signed the contract when you came in here. All phones that enter the premises are now mine. Thank you.
Can I have your phone?
Yeah, that's part of the deal.
I don't think you're going to want my phone. I have 30,000 unread emails.
Yeah, have you ever seen JT's phone? Fuck that shit. Disgusting.
I don't think that. There we go.
I'm so not fit.
30,000 unread
I don't know.
emails.
Survived Australia. You know, Australia. I thought it was like everything barren land before we left.
One of your French girls.
It's basically.
Holy shit balls.
Well, when you put it like that.
Yeah,
Like,
If you look at my phone, 0 notifications. None.
I mean, there's a beach in Toronto. There are beaches in Toronto.
Man, it goes on beaches.
Do you have an iPhone or Android?
So there's disappointments.
Is there a way I can take
Mexico beach.
this off the bottom?
Which?
Mail?
Yes.
How do I do it?
Long press.
Same way as I do everything else?
Yeah. That was a hard press.
Yeah, long press.
He's wearing an Australian.
Just straight off.
Thank you, sweet.
Yeah, thanks, Brent.
Oh, amazing! Thank you.
Yep.
I didn't know you could do that just like everything else.
Well, now you know. And knowing is half the battle. I don't turn off notifications.
typically
I clear 'em.
If you're going for bushwalks, you'd be dressed like this.
And I have other better things to do with my life. I'm so sorry. I'm such a dick sometimes.
Yeah, you do have better things to do with your life. It's true. We're not married.
If they bite your boots.
We're not?
You're fine.
It's because
We're
Australians
not married.
don't
You
have
are.
a monopoly of
Oh.
dumb people.
That's
There's dumb people.
That's not what I meant. I guess it is. I just, you know what it is? I guess it comes down to laziness. I just.
Thanks, Beatnik. I'm glad that song is still my.
It's a good song.
Like I try to keep the lenses, but.
What's your favorite camera to work with?
Whoops, forgot to follow. That's all good, Dev.
Drag is nice.
Which I assume stands for developer.
Maybe.
Blow an air in and then feeling hot air come out.
I have never worked with one.
Moist.
They make it easy.
Really?
The red stuff.
Oh,
Look at all that filthy on the screen.
Yeah.
Super simple. You want to change something?
It's just not right. That boy ain't right.
That boy
ain't right.
Yeah.
Well,
Amber's gonna be there.
back this up.
Would you like to purchase my
Bring that leg back.
Visa wife?
Straighten it out. Okay.
Video games, homeboy. So there's the follow. Thanks, Aria. None you played and none you will play. Oh no.
Partner yoga?
Where's your
Is
hat?
there to follow?
Well, keep us posted if there is any that we could play.
Is it what? Sorry?
Never mind.
Yeah. The POVs are not hard camera-wise in that I can't fight. Yeah. So we
I'm
just
trying to
live with
follow on the ad.
it. And
Follow it.
You, I don't think I'm following you. I'm sorry.
You're now following.
What a prick. I'm not even gonna dance to this.
I'll look
Just
at it
stare
right
at
now.
him disapprovingly
There's
when it comes in.
well, do you want actually actors in there like now?
It's gonna be great. We're gonna dance so hard.
Yay!
I'm just.
Yep. Okay. Here we go. I'm really hungry.
Are you?
Yeah.
Have some mini wheats.
Oh, there's a couple left. We don't want a mini wheat?
Yes, please. Dance! Dance! Oh, I like that. It's the time to dance. Sorry, we're crinkling and chewing into the microphone.
I think it's literally the last mini wheat. That's it. Done. No more.
Does John always audition in the Cape?
No.
But you did bring a cape.
Yeah, I really want to play Dream Daddy.
This is my audition cape.
I'm going to enjoy this, I can tell.
This is going to be so good.
Nope.
So yeah, so everyone did audition for their roles, even John. So let's sit back and enjoy, friends. I'm gonna turn up the volume
That
here.
is the cape that went into the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's John's cape now.
No, actually, it's not. It's probably in Ben's locker.
Here we go.
Slate for that?
Sure. I'm John Verrall. I'm self-represented.
Not anymore, bitches.
Who are you auditioning for?
Everybody, but right now I'm auditioning for Evan.
Everybody.
Well, I don't audition for Brittany or Shane.
I didn't know you.
I'm the control group.
It's
ready
Ben's.
for episode 0? Yes, this is episode 0 right now. We can do episode 1 later on if you want, but
Why don't we start further down?
I'm going to start from what are you talking about? From Arthur saying, what are you talking about? 2 lines before you.
How did you feel at this point?
I hated
okay,
this.
so
Yeah.
I hate auditioning.
Wait, when does he say what are you talking about?
No, that's
Do you mean what
I
we're
was
going
like
to
having
exactly?
fun right up until this point.
No, you've got lines before that. Doesn't matter. We'll start from the very beginning. Very beginning of the.
Very beginning.
Alright, very beginning.
Hello, this kid.
Corellia.
Oh, really?
Finally, I managed to get the 11th eye. Let's get out of here. Would that it were that simple, Noctis. Put the amulet down and step back 3 paces. What are you talking about? The Legion is right behind me. We must go. You have been compromised. The poison enslaves your mind.
Charlotte.
It's true, Noctis. Your wound doesn't hurt anymore, but you're lightheaded.
Cornelia,
Cast him.
I'm just a little dizzy.
Cast.
Our true friend Noctis would know that the
you don't
11th
think
eye
we
is
should
too
GT it
important
up?
to leave to chance. Whoa, you're going to attack me? You force my hand. I'm still in control of my actions,
It
right?
was a legitimate
Have I
choice.
told you what to do yet?
Right. I'm
I
not
just
one of
kept
them,
it
Corellia.
really low
Not
key.
yet. Put that away.
Yeah, like a
Oh,
good actor.
shit, what I missed. Fuck up Noctis.
You did, though.
What? No.
This is
We
much
really
better than
must,
my audition.
For the good of the Noctis we once called friend.
There's a
Your
JP
friend
up.
Noctis stands before you.
Oh,
I'm
DI.
perfectly okay. I shoot Noctis in the face. What the fuck? What? You've gone rogue, and Biff's got to take you down. Evan, I shoot Noctis in the face. Well, we don't want to kill him. No? Okay, fair enough. I shoot him in the dick. Christ!
Sure you can hit a target that's small?
I'll bleed out, Will. You won't die from an
Oh
arrow
yes,
to the
I
dick.
did not audition.
I don't need to be shot at all. Well, come on, Arthur. We can't be sure that you're not mind-slaved.
Keep it in character, please.
Fine. In character, I shoot him in the dick. Will? Who's Will? My name's Biff. He's talking crazy. Mind-slaved.
Guys, the Legion is still coming up the hill.
Evan, this is why we need a fourth. A cleric or some other divine magic user. I wouldn't mind a fourth player.
Wouldn't hurt to expand the group a bit.
Twang! Right in the dick. Well...
Sweet. Cool. Good stuff.
Nailed it.
Hi, I'm John Verrall. I'm self-represented. For this one, I'm going to read for Arthur.
Christ.
And then Will afterwards.
Yes.
Oh,
This
we
should be
will.
fun.
Oh, this is fun. I'm sure.
Corellia, finally! I managed to get the 11th eye. Let's get out of here.
Would that it were that simple, Noctis.
So, like,
Put
not
the amulet
immediately.
down and step back 3 paces.
What are you talking about? The Legion's right behind us. We must go.
You have been compromised. The poison enslaves your mind. It's true, Noctis. Your wound doesn't hurt anymore, but you're lightheaded.
Corellia, I'm just a little dizzy.
Oh,
Thanks,
our true
Emerald.
friend Noctis would know that the 11th eye is too important to leave to chance.
Whoa. You're going to attack me?
You force my hand.
I'm still in control of my actions, right?
Have I told you what to do yet?
Right. I'm not one of them, Corellia. Not yet. Put that away.
Oh shit, what'd I miss? Are we about to fuck up Noctis?
What? No.
We will if we must, for the good of the Noctis we once called friend.
Your friend Noctis stands before you. I'm perfectly...
Okay, I shoot Noctis in the face.
What the fuck?
What? You've gone rogue, and Biff's gotta take you down. Then I shoot Noctis in the face. We don't want to kill him. No? Okay, fair enough. I shoot him in the dick.
Christ.
Sure you can hit a target that small?
Bleed out, Will.
You won't die from an arrow to the dick.
I don't need to be shot at all.
Oh, come on, Arthur. We can't be sure that you're not mind-slaved. Keep in character, please. Fine. In character, I shoot him in the dick.
Will!
Who's Will? My name's Biff. He's talking crazy. Mind-slaved. Guys,
I like
What is he always saying?
Mind slaved.
This is why we need a fourth, like a cleric or a divine caster or something.
I wouldn't mind a fourth player.
Fine, Matt. You wrote this and you can't say it. Wait.
Oh god damn it, John. God damn it.
That's the reason I didn't get the role I wanted, I guess.
Is that
by the
you
way,
want to play Arthur?
Dom, this is my apartment. We had filmed them all in my apartment, I believe, except for Scott's.
You're
was
right, now that I remember.
shot.
Scott's we did in Ben's old apartment.
Yeah.
Because then I went for TCBY with him afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of hit the Will really hard.
Hold on. I have to find a place. Okay, when you're ready.
Oh shit, what? Oh, sorry. I'm John Verrall, I'm self-represented still, and I'm reading for Will.
You mean you didn't get representation between the last take
No,
and
I
this
didn't.
one?
Oh shit, what did I miss? Are we about to fuck up Noctis?
What? No! Well, we will if we must. For the good of the Noctis we once called friend. Your friend Noctis stands before you. I'm perfect.
Okay. I shoot Noctis in the face.
What the fuck?
What? Oh, sorry, no, that's not me.
Yeah.
What? You've gone rogue and Biff's gotta take you down. Evan, I shoot Noctis in the face.
Well, we don't want to kill him.
No, alright, fair enough. I shoot him in the dick.
Christ! That small. I'll bleed out, Will.
Like that you-
Don't die from an arrow to the dick.
I don't get shot at all. Well, come on, Arthur. We can't be sure that you're not mind-slaved. Keep it in character, please.
Fine, in character, I shoot him in the dick.
Will!
Who's Will? My name's Biff. He's talking crazy. Mind slaved.
Guys, the Legion is still advancing up the hill.
Mind
Evan,
slave.
like
Mind
fourth
slave.
player or some other divine magic user. I wouldn't mind fourth player. Wouldn't it hurt to expand the group a bit?
Twang! Right in the dick.
Well.
Yay! And these GTFOs.
Look this.
Can I see your audition for Corellia? I want to see it right now, actually. This is going to be good. Are you ready? This is going to be awesome. I'll give you some space.
Hi, I'm John Verrall, represented by Glenn Talent, and I'm reading for Brittany.
You gonna be a reader today?
Yeah.
Here you go. And action.
Wait. Just
Corellia. Something about...
Managed to get the
11th eye. Let's get out of here.
would that it were that simple, Noctis. Set the amulet down and step back 3 paces.
What? What's the line?
The Legion is coming.
The Legion is coming. We must go. You've been
He's dead. He's dead.
Yay! Let's cast him. You got the part.
Everyone, round of applause. Round of applause. Very good. Very good. Wow.
Slay.
We'll call you.
Yeah. Don't ever call us.
Oh boy. All right. So we have about 30 minutes left of the stream. Might go a little bit over. Let's keep on trucking along.
Truck in.
Bottle, and you when you
all of a
finish it,
sudden
you bring the
everyone's
bottle
watching
back and they
LARPs.
refill it, or they'll give you money back if you bring it back.
Nice.
That's all we need.
That's all we need.
Dude, we gotta figure out this
tap
thing.
thing
with the metal thing? Is it one of those?
No,
Clapper.
it's just twist thing, but it's
All
like
we
a
need
nice
is
big-
one
Lose our number, please.
Ooh. I'm putting my money on Charlotte.
Yeah. Who were your secondary choices for Arthur or Evan?
Just don't make a
I can't really talk about that because I mean, there are other people that audition for things, so that's not really fair to say. But
that'd be.
But I will say that I was also confident that because we had people audition for multiple roles, so I did. Let's say of the cast that's in the show, I was also really interested, I think the most, in seeing Scott audition for Evan. That's the other one that I really thought would be an interesting.
Do you have that audition?
Yeah, I think we did go through it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I like him.
Oh, my butt is sore. Oh god. But yeah, that's the other one that I was really interested amongst the people. I mean, I was interested in seeing all of them because that's why we had people audition for multiple roles. But that's the one I was like really ahead of time, really interested in
I
seeing.
thought you were debating at one point.
They probably know your browsing history.
Yeah.
At least you told me that.
Probably.
I'm gonna be in Texas.
I remember that.
You know what? That's possible.
Oh yeah? Where? Austin?
Oh my
I
butt
don't
is sore.
remember, but that sounds like something I was.
Well, I mean, I think that you were playing around with all 3 of us in different pieces at one point or another.
Oh, fun.
At any point, did we? I mean, I guess maybe not because it's hard because it was based off the initial scripts that I had written, right? Like that's how we started. But like, do you think any of the characters could have been switched?
So how
genders?
Yes, Evan was always intended to be cross-gendered, as the way I wrote it.
And
Cool.
for kids and grandkids.
But you decided to cast me as him, so then I proceeded to write the rest of it. Because the scripts for season 1 weren't complete
Oh, look, it's Ra.
when we cast.
But like,
patriotic or
I kind of need to get in here.
I mean, like there was a bunch, but it wasn't.
do my job.
Rap, calm down.
But she
And
said.
I think we actually had like the first 3 or 4 episodes complete by the time we were casting people because we wanted to lock people down.
And you know, all they do all day is go to school, or like the kids.
I remember that Will and Arthur were always meant to be
They have
male.
no culture.
Shane and Brittany were always meant to be female, but
If that's what you want to call it.
Yep.
They should add an app on a phone that every time someone types LOL on the emoji, the phone takes a selfie and attaches it to the message. That's a really good idea. That's pretty funny. And that was just going to be a lot of.
Yeah.
Sorry, Matt, did I wake you?
Then jump on that Brits. You're gonna make millions. Although I don't know who would want to install that on their phone.
It's on things.
Is this the same day as the previous stuff that we? Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, I just found an arbitrary place in the middle of the stream.
Okay.
We were a little bit behind just because we kept pausing and
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Evan and Kat was a thing. Kat may not have been cast as female at that point.
Right.
Arthur was always the one who I thought was gay.
Yeah. Her mother's gold, her father's
Evan,
which is gold.
like Lady Evan. I don't know if I would have brought in
gold. Hannah gold.
Apple. A female partner for her at that point. Because at that point it would have been 3 women, 2 men in the main cast, so it wouldn't have adding another woman at that point, like not that would have been a bad thing, but I was interested in the counterbalance of there being 3 men, 3 women. Personally.
Yeah. You know what? I think that even exists in the steampunk. Or no, there's only. Yeah, that exists in the steampunk as well. It's 3 and 3, I think, right?
Yeah, except that Evan's counterpart is female in that one.
Do we have the chase me stuff in today's stream?
Okay.
Yes.
I would love to. I mean, I'd love to see it if it's closer to the end. Like, I don't want to miss that.
Right, sure. Alright, well, I won't do this. End of this clip's coming up.
Okay. And then what are we doing?
We want to make sure that we get the Chase Me music in there.
Right, and
So what I'll do is I'll go full screen so I can zoom through this and you guys can chat with the text.
Cool. Sure. Noctis's garb in this.
So
technically, I'm not Noctis in this moment at all. I'm Porik.
Yeah.
But I know what you mean.
So Vectorwag, that was actually done deliberately. I mean, if you watch the streams that I do where I'm GMing, I will play NPCs across all spectrums. When I'm LARPing, I don't. And the main reason I don't is because I didn't want, specifically on LARPs, I mean, this was my choice, but I'm pretty sure that we spoke about this at one point. I didn't want Evan to basically show up in drag because I didn't want that to be a source of humor.
Mm-hmm. Right. But I did think that one thing maybe you had mentioned is that there's some characters, particularly maybe some non-human characters, where it could be remain ambiguous, but I don't think we never really went full force with that kind of thought.
In reality, when I was LARPing and running LARPs back in the day, occasionally I would play a female character, but I often never bothered to fit myself out with a costume for it, just because then for a lot of players, they stop immersing themselves in the experience and they start kind of just pointing out the fact that, oh look, there's a guy who is dressed in drag. I actually got kicked out of a hotel once for playing a character who was dressed in drag.
Or at least hold umbrellas
really?
if you can.
Yeah. It was a vampire. Well, I didn't get kicked out of the hotel, but it was a vampire LARP. I was a player. Rarely I got to actually play, and I was playing a character who was part of a. In Vampire, there's a clan of vampires who are supposed to be insane.
Right.
And they know it. So I was trying to play against people's expectations because somebody joked that, like, I bet they're just going to show up in drag. So I did.
Right.
And played it completely straight. And then at the end of the event, like, it was an event in a hotel ballroom. It was a big deal that they were trying to get through. And then at the end, the hotel came to the organizers and said, you know, we had a fantastic time. It's great. We would love to have you back, except he can't come.
Jeez.
Yep.
That's weird.
Yikes.
Yep. I wasn't wearing, like, anything, salacious. I was literally wearing a sarong, which covered me.
Right.
From, like, armpit to ankle.
That's weird.
Yep.
Alright, so here it is. So I'm gonna drag this stuff to the front. So we're gonna go a little bit out of order, guys, here. Unless actually, you know what, we might... No, we wouldn't. So yeah, I'm gonna move this head.
Well, the thing is, this was back in, like, 2002, so... Or 2003, something like that, so things may be different.
Right.
At this point?
Yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom.
Boom, 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 boom.
All right, so I moved a bit of the hurdy-gurdy ahead a little bit.
Sweet.
So we can see some of that stuff, and it's going to bring us right back into where we were. Boom! All right.
Hurdy-gurds.
Let's bring this back in. Let's turn this back on. All right. There we go.
You to try to mash that into the
Very nice.
What's going on?
Oh, whoops! I muted the. There we go.
Especially because it's a big kind of moment.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll take our marks and then I'm good.
I remember I asked you if we could do a slow-mo shot of the hurdy-gurdy coming around.
But you saw the bloopers, right?
Yeah.
There was a slow-mo shot.
Yeah, but it came apart.
Yeah. I think what I would have, in retrospect, what I would have done with a slow-mo shot was taken a closer up slow-mo shot to cut to the wide mid-flip.
Right, that makes sense. Yeah.
How much is a hurdy-gurdy? More than we would care to admit.
Not just one.
Yep.
Okay.
More than $2,000.
More than $2,200. More than 25. But this was this is
a really nice one.
It was a nice one that kind of like an artisan, like a guy had made for himself originally to LARP with.
Yeah.
Let's just, we don't have to cut for that.
So I don't know if they would all be, if you wanted to buy, I don't even know if you can buy them in stores. I think.
Hurdy-gurdies?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, but you can't find one like this at a.
Right.
You have to find someone who makes them.
Yeah. That's good. So JT.
I do look stressed.
JT, don't move from
You don't want to fuck this up.
Yeah.
Spoiler, he doesn't.
Well, I guess because I knew that if I did, it was likely not to make it in. Like we'd be like, okay, let's just do the original, like we had. You know what I mean?
What was the original?
Basically, it was like. It wasn't a song. It was just like, he struggles till he just says like, "Follow me, you fuckers."
Yeah, he wasn't struggling, but it wasn't a song. He played some music, and then you were just like, "Okay, into the woods now. Come get me, you fuckers."
Yeah.
And then you took that and then put that into the.
I remember, some of the words from "Chase Me" are from the original, actually.
But it wasn't intended to be spoken lyric. It wasn't intended to be lyrics. It was spoken word.
Right.
Yeah.
So starting with two of them. Your line, JT.
We're getting ganked. You gotta stop this.
What's RH?
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Ah, yes.
So you guys stop this. Yep. John, keep going.
Evan, do something.
Maybe keep on John for Evan. Do something.
Okay.
Okay. Then back.
Okay.
Okay.
So right now, Joe is talking to his assistant.
What's next?
Because the assistant is the one that pulls focus, that does the focus. So we discuss ahead of time where we want the focus to be switching on which lines and what the timing of the focus is. So we usually have a practice just for camera.
Great. Okay, and then at the very end.
The end. I say, "Let's go, fuckers," and then we go. Oh yeah.
So he finishes. He finishes the song. Yeah. Come back to them. You say.
You guys just.
Greet me every day of my life, y'all.
Yeah.
Listen, all you
Aww.
we miss you
End the
too.
song on the group.
Like cutie.
And then song
Stay
ends.
there.
Yeah.
Stay there, because then he's gonna run
Blind
by. Wait till you're in
cheeks.
front of here.
So we're not on John for his line.
Yeah.
What's that?
We're not on John for his line.
Oh, I need some freaking freezies up in here.
Okay.
They run out. Don't follow them, obviously.
No.
'cause it's camping.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so when you say good luck, Ellen, I'll say what before you.
Cheeksama.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it.
And I'll
Okay,
think of
guys.
Oh, it was an actual take?
Yeah, I think so.
Sweet.
I wonder if it's the
We don't always get actual takes on the so.
Evan, we're getting ganked. You gotta do something. Evan, you gotta stop this now.
What?
Let's look at them getting ready.
Guiding tune. Chase me, go ahead and follow me up, or follow me down, or Glen or Dale, you can't resist the melody, follow me up, or follow me down.
Oh, I fucked it up.
This wasn't the take we used.
I think that was the take you used for that moment.
It's possible. Like the thing is, like even like I probably mixed audio.
Yeah.
Because even though you probably got a few solid takes, there was probably certain parts of the song that sounded better.
Yeah.
No, he did not ADR that part.
Yeah, no, this was
the actual
live audio.
The other hurdy-gurdy song was ADR.
The funeral song was recorded in studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a great sound on that. So good. Yeah.
It's almost like being a sound recorder is like a real job.
Almost. Music compels you.
In fact, there was even a part of it that I kept in on purpose, where you're playing and you hear a little twang. I guess which is one, but I really like that.
Yeah.
It makes it sound a little bit more
Sounds real.
raw. And so I was like, let me keep that in.
Thanks, the Emerald. Yeah, the Foley is great.
Foley was fantastic. If you guys saw the behind-the-scenes featurette that we did for Geek and Sundry, it kind of shows how he layers the sound on top of it. It's also on the DVD if you guys have it.
Action.
Evan, do something!
No.
Evan, do something!
I don't do shit.
As they stumble forward here, I think. Oh, this is the tight close-up.
Yeah.
He's doing inserts here.
Chase me, go ahead and follow me up, follow me.
These are the close-ups of the hands and stuff. That's what an insert means. It's like little tight shots that can be mixed in. That's the take we used.
Thank God you didn't.
Okay, play the song again.
Yeah. Type it up. Don't cut.
Evan for life.
Just start straight from the song, okay, John?
I think this must be the take that you used.
Action.
For the song.
Beguiling tune.
Remember, but we recorded this like 8 times.
Oh yeah.
Chase me, go ahead and follow me
That's
up,
the one.
follow me down, or glam or girl, you can't resist the melody, follow me up, or follow me down.
Good choice. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's for sure the one we used.
Yeah, that's so cool seeing it from this angle.
Yeah.
Alright. Can you just do the rock out?
I do
part?
still
Because
remember how to
you
play
think
it
there's no rock
crosshair.
out
I mean, I can play that. I just haven't improved at it, unfortunately. I need to practice.
Yeah.
Oh shit, is this the 4v1 prep?
Not yet. This is still... Did you want to see a bit of the 4v1?
I mean, sure, while I'm here, that would be interesting so much more.
There we go. Full screen.
It's a spoiler
Full
warning.
screen.
Are you always cognizant of the
see it.
camera floating, or do you really only think about your performance in the scene? I think it really depends on the scene and where the camera is.
Yeah, exactly.
Because sometimes you have to do something very specifically because the camera needs it.
Yeah.
And then, like, you can't get to the point where you're like, well, how do I justify moving my right hand in this direction? Like, you're just like, I gotta do it because the camera needs that.
Yeah.
But sometimes you do have to be in the scene, and then at that point you don't pay attention to anything around you except the other person.
That's right.
Like the one where I'm staring at the camera in episode 9 at the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not staring directly at the camera. I'm staring actually just past it. I had to be cognizant of, like, that scene was actually quite difficult for me to shoot because I had to be both in the moment emotionally, but I also had to be very cognizant of the fact that I had to shift my eye point based on where the camera was as they were pulling back. So I had to focus very much on not losing the performance while still being able to adjust how I was looking, which was why that night was particularly difficult. But
Right, so what we'll do is, because we're almost out of time, what we're going to do is I'm going to find a good take, and we'll run through the take, and that's how we'll end, as a take of the 4v1. Sound good?
Sure. Sounds good to me. I don't remember which water is which, do you?
Yeah, the one on the right is mine.
Ignore my face scrunching up against the screen here, guys. Whoa! Oh! You're breathing. You're breathing. Stop it! No, it's weird. Okay, here we go. This is one.
Oh, someone's leaving. They have to go do the dishes. Who's that?
Who is it?
Dev Aria Grace.
Bye, Aria.
Bye.
All right. Here we go. All right. So I believe this is a full take of the fight. I don't know if it's one we used. I don't know. Here we go.
All right.
Look how sweaty you are.
Let's get this fucker, huh?
Would you say this is the one?
This is the one. This is the one.
Oh, this is me taking it. Would you say this is the one?
Let's make Noctis proud.
So, let's make Noctis proud. So, just so you guys see, this is what the camera looks like. So, the camera's here. It's built. It's up on a thing called a Movi. And so that stabilizes it. So, he's holding like this, and there's electronics that are actually stabilizing the camera. And giant batteries.
My dad just got
It's the one, guys. I can feel it.
That yeah, we're trying to keep our spirits up because we've been doing this for a while. My dad now has one for his phone.
Dope. Oh yeah, the ones that you
Yeah.
just like
Oh,
a
that's
stick
awesome.
handle. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can you open a stop, please?
Owen Tyler, thank you for the follow, friend. Glad you made it just in time. We're wrapping up, but it's gonna be a good, cool last shot here.
I love the GIF.
Action!
Keeping in mind this is shot in very slow mo, but
I think this is the one. I think this is the
This
one.
might actually be. The one.
it's not the one. But this is a great take.
No, it's not the one because I don't lose the sword.
Yeah.
And you don't stab.
I think this might have actually been our second candidate. We had two good takes.
Yeah. There was one that Sean was very happy with, but Joe was not thrilled, and one that Joe was thrilled with, but Sean wasn't happy with.
Which one did you take?
The one that Sean was happy with, and Joe wasn't. Yeah. Because that one, a lot of things lined up, and
I tried.
this is probably one that Joe liked.
Yeah, I think so. Because the one that Sean liked, I lost the sword, but then
And your strap comes off.
and then I trapped the.
Yeah. When you get hit in the back of the leg, you go ah! You fall like a little yelp.
It's interesting to watch it from that.
Good for camera.
Yeah, I threw the weapon because I was like, okay, that one was alright.
That was good for camera.
I knew that we got one shot that we could use.
Do
you want to watch it?
one thing that I don't know.
So this is the one that Joe liked, but that Sean
I
didn't?
wasn't looking. Try and tell you where I was.
Delayed reaction.
Do you have the other one? Like the one? Do you know which that one is? Might have been the one right after this
It was
one.
a delayed reaction. Or
Don't know.
Remember to go down to 1 knee. No offense, John. But apart from that, pardon?
No offense, John. I'm not taking offense. It's just hard.
This was number 353, so let's see. Oh no, after that I believe we switched scenes. That's the last of that scene that we do. That we recorded on BTS.
Okay.
I believe. Yeah.
Cool.
Alright. Full screen!
That was fun.
Guys.
Let's do it again.
What a hoot.
We had to teach Mara to do that, by the way. She kept being like, I don't actually want to hurt you. And I'm like, you have to bring the hammer down.
Oh, I hope that's on the practice choreo. Is
It might
her
be.
just being like, hit me in the chest. She's like,
No, we did that actually on set, too, before the scene was shot. We were just
Right.
like, just go for it.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
it.
Yep. Well,
She didn't want to hurt me.
which is crazy because I would kill for a role where I just beat the crap out of you with a hammer.
Who would you
Yeah?
kill for that role?
Yes, he got the roll. All right, just pick up his corpse and just keep. Anyway,
Good times.
thanks for the stream, Triple J's.
Yay, J. Lots of J's.
It's true. This is way less dirty than I thought it would be. That's a good point.
Well, there's still time.
Listen, I would like to do to you things.
Oh, look at the time. It's 2 o'clock.
Well, I'm very excited because it's lunchtime, and I love lunchtime.
Me too. I'm starving.
So I'm gonna go eat some lunch, and that being said, I'm seeing you guys later tonight anyway.
Yay!
And so yay! Anything you guys would like to share before you go? Any cool things coming up?
Just tune in to my VR stream Wednesdays at 6 p.m. at twitch.tv/Civil Strife.
Civil Strife.
Tomorrow, episode 2 of Changeling the Streaming. Where it's a good time to get in on it. Ground floor. Do it now. We had a huge audience for the first one.
I was sad that I didn't get to follow Exalt Twitch because by the time I was like, all right, let's do it. It was like episode 26. I'm like, uh-oh, don't know what's going on. So I'm actually gonna watch the recording. It's still up on your channel.
Oh, yeah. It's on my channel and it'll also be on YouTube.
Dupe.
On Liz's channel.
I think I'm gonna put it on my side screen while I'm doing some editing or something.
There you go.
There you go, son. But yeah, sweet deal. Get the hell out of my house.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Wait.
Oh.
Wait.
Here it comes. Volume's still down.
There we go.
Here it comes.
Meow, meow.
Meow, 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 meow. Okay, now it's really over. It's super over now.